Uh, I was gonna name the thing after the the stream. The name of that. Cool.
cool. Is everyone here? All right,
Yeah.
So
what prep am I missing? Ah, yes, that's the prep I'm missing. Someone give me a summary while I like do some last minute shit.
Well, last time we've arrived in Winter Haven and on the way picked up two guests, Garnet, or she had another name that she was trying to hide. What was it? Dagger. And then Zidane. We chilled, we talked about summoning, we talked about plays, and then we raced to Winter Haven on foot. Thanks to everyone's help, Bren tied with Zidane. Bip made a nice close finish afterwards. And they were like, hey, good to meet you, we're gonna race again. Then on we...
Why does this always happen?
What happened?
Bots be dumb.
Well, as we continued on, we fucking met a bunch of people in town. Everyone, the fucking Archer Smith, his like janitor Shiro, the fucking three girls that dealt with magical trinkets, Ryder, Rin, and Sakura. We met the wizard at the wizard tower that like teaches shit and also gave us access to the teleport circle if we pay. There were some shenanigans with trying to steal the book, but at the end of the day, he agreed to like teach us or like teach Zell if she came back and like studied up. We got involved with Shiro's sister, who was worried for her brother, who was gonna get raped.
Alright, I figured it out. It's because it was set to fucking private.
Nice. We were like, alright, Shiro, man the fuck up, go deal with your shit. And we spent the day relaxing. Bran went to the brothel and didn't realize, but he did hear Shiro taking care of business. And then we met the dwarves at the morning of the thing and like, yo, we can like teleport right there. Hey, to Death Mountain, and you can help us with our shit. And so we're here at Death Mountain, dealing with shit. On the way, we unlock Marshall Jacks because of a weird sort of unit that installed into Bip. You're very soft.
I stole some origin dust.
Oh yeah.
I have
Okay. Let me close like 5,000 windows. Okay. I closed a bajillion windows. Alright, that was a great start. Alright, now I know that the bot works, I can stop it.
Oh, we're not going to battle with that music?
Maybe we will, but I'll get back to you on that. Right. Before we go on, I've got some flashbacks to throw in, because they may or may not be important, but previously, content that was not released. Oh right. As you guys leave the whatever place, right? You leave the forge, you start walking back to the shrine, right? BB, you see your interface, your visual interface is definitely changed up a bit.
Yes.
But you also notice in your visual interface, the corner of your eye, or should I say the corner of your visual interface, you see a small envelope of sorts appear on the bottom right of your screen.
Fucking spam. Alright, check it.
Alright. And then your vision blacks out immediately as soon as you check it.
Oh my god, it was a virus. Oh my god.
And you clear out your visual interface blackout. You wake up your visual interface from sleep mode because it appears to have done that, and you see that you are not walking to the shrine anymore.
This is some bullshit. Where am I?
Shrine anymore.
This is some bullshit. Where am I? Where the hell am I? This is some bullshit.
You are sitting in what appears to be a moving vehicle. It's a very posh moving vehicle,
Lit.
and it's like a limo of sorts, and this is it's got like this fancy ass sofa and like a table in front of you, and you're sitting down on this like really comfy, well, as comfy as you can tell, because I don't know if you care about comfy being
I detect comfort.
Anyway, sitting across from you, across the table from you, also in a very comfy sofa, is a short old man with a very large nose. And
You. What year is it?
and to the side of both of them is tall, blonde female wearing blue clothes. They look like clothes for like a hotel attendant or something like that.
You.
Alright.
What year is it?
You know what a hotel is because those existed where you came from.
Hotels exist now too.
They're called taverns.
Same thing.
They don't require a uniform, except when they do. Welcome to the Velvet Room. The year is, well, that doesn't really matter here. That concept doesn't really exist. See, it's difficult to determine a year when we exist across the river of time and the fabrics of space and all that, moving on.
Interesting. I record this.
In any case, do you have any idea why you might be here today?
You have implanted a virus in this mail message.
Hold on. Margaret, what does that mean? So in the human world, there's this metal device where people do many of their normal activities, including sending virtual mail to each other. And one of the things people have learned to do with virtual mail is prank them in various degrees of maliciousness and do things to other people's metal boxes. And the old man just kind of ponders, but it's like, so he thinks we maliciously pranked his metal box. Excuse me. He turns back to you. We did not maliciously prank your metal box. Although you may think that way, we have summoned you here because you are an important figure to this tale. You will be embarking on a meaningful journey to discover some number of things about this island. Although, I suspect the previous already knew that.
That is the purpose for which I was created.
Yes, you could say something like that. Although, it appears that many of your memories have been erased, or cannot be found, or something along those lines. Correct?
You know many things.
Yes, I make that my business. That's kind of necessary. But in any case, we are here as observers to your tale. And, well, beyond observers, we are also here to provide our services, as we do have an interest in ensuring that you manage to come out of your journey in one piece, one way or another.
This seems conducive to my mission.
You could put it that way. But with that in mind, it appears that you have forgotten some of your latent powers from the last time we've met. And if you wouldn't mind, we will recondition you to remember these things.
A restoration of memory would be appreciated.
Okay. In that case, I will leave this to my assistant, Margaret. And the woman sitting on the side looks at you, and she just opens up her book, and she flips to the first page, and she looks at it, and she turns the book to you, and she says, "Please turn your attention to this book."
I look at it.
And it's blank.
Neat.
Do you see anything?
The pages are blank.
Well, I was hoping it would not be like this. Well, it looks like we really will have to start from the beginning. Okay. She closes her book and then opens it again. And this time you see a kind of a image of sorts on the first page of the book. It appears to be a strange creature of sorts, or not creature. It looks like a construct of a slim horned being towering into the sky. And Margaret says, as you look at the picture, remember, this is who you are. This is what you represent. This is your being in a form of sorts. Remember and recall this knowledge as you return to the place you once you come from, and your vision kind of blacks out from that, and you're back at the shrine. You know, people are all staring at you again. You know, this is the second time you kind of blanked out and stopped moving.
When was the first time? What?
The first time was when you first touched this freaking object and got the marshal checks.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, Bit, you good? I'm just tapping him in the bucket head.
I have recovered.
All right.
I was contacted by an extra-dimensional entity outside the flow of space-time.
What the? You religious? You praying?
That is not what I said.
I'm Bryn.
Oh, right. That's something you forgot to do, Lawrence. I told you to do the homework. You can choose to add the homework.
Well, I didn't realize that you were going to do that at the beginning of this session right now, but that's okay. We're gonna add those things.
You're gonna add those things while I continue with my narration.
Russ stares at Bib. He does a martial check on him. Vicious.
Bib, you sense you receive a notification on your screen. It says that someone is trying to scrutinize your latent specs.
Would you like to send a report of your hardware information?
Do you authorize this examine? Do you authorize this probe?
Is it from Microsoft?
It appears to be from edgy young girl.
Interesting username. Allow.
Zora, you scrutinize BB very hard using the new system that was unlocked for all of you, and for a few moments you see something. You see an image behind BB. It appears to be a large white statue of sorts. You've never seen it before. It's very thin for its size, and it's got horns on top. It's got large horns on top of its head. And I should probably
Kind of horns.
I'm going to go look for the image of this because I forgot to do that. But I will show you guys what it looks like.
Yo, out of character, you a demon now? What the fuck?
No, only Zara sees this. The rest of you, anyone, no, you have to examine it too.
I'm just saying that out of character.
Oh, okay.
Vicious.
Tall.
Tall. Yes, tall.
Zelda shifts her gun. Very
And-
slightly.
You see this image behind Vivi for for a few moments before it disappears from your vision.
Fuck was that? I say in my mind. Because holy fuck.
You also see written in Vivi's form. There seems to be new lines of text that is forming under his character sheet, which appears to be getting written at the moment.
I do the same thing in my book.
Alright, is that close enough to what it does? Close enough?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
Alright,
pretty
cool. My
much.
interpretation is reasonable. And I'll just film the rest of the bullshit.
Okay. Meanwhile, you guys kind of stand around as Vivi kind of recovers from his from strange spell number 2, and continue back on until you guys make it back to the shrine, and I have to start putting all of your characters in. What the fuck? Why are you guys humongous? Oh right, I
'Cause you
still haven't
saved us.
fixed that. I still haven't fixed that. Fuck. Let's see if I fixed it for anyone else, but I suspect I didn't.
Doubt.
Ah, dicks. Alright, so I'm going to put you guys on the map as I struggle to do this for you guys.
Hell yeah.
This is very unfortunate. Oh, fuck.
2 layers.
I'm gonna just chuck all of you guys onto this freaking screen first before I do anything else. Also, I'm gonna have to change the music as soon as I finish this. We are no longer in a fancy car. I'm replacing Zero's token.
Very big.
No, I'm replacing Zero's token with something that actually has color on it, so I'm not struggling.
Oh, you finished?
No. No, she did it. But
How
it's
about-
okay.
How about you give me a black and white token because I have the liner finished?
Oh,
This is me spending 4 hours in GIMP. Because I was like, I didn't want to use I didn't want to use grayscale anymore. Now I have to put in the HP values. God damn it. Okay, save. And now I edit your token. I remove this. I save this. I do that for the rest of you as well. Remove. Save. And you. Remove. And save. That never happened. We're going to change the music.
nice.
How did I remove the first track?
Skip,
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
doesn't remove from queue.
doesn't it?
No.
Oh, remove one.
Well, it's no longer at 1. Let me try something else. Oh, does it? It appears to be removed. Oh, okay. I'm okay with this. Alright, I guess skip does work. And why did it not work last time? Ah, whatever. Not gonna question these things.
Nice. Get your components in there.
Okay. Alright. So, you guys are back here at the shrine. You notice that this shrine does not... It kind of is hovering over this giant lava pit, right? I think I mentioned this last time.
Yep.
And, you check... Some of you may check over the lava pit. It appears very hot.
Neat.
Toasty.
Alright, so currently you can only be on this side of the map, like behind the giant skull opening thing, like that area. It appears to have been sealed off by like a gigantic like rock barrier of sorts. Alright? So technically you guys don't actually know what's in the back, but don't worry about it.
Oh, wait, number 2, how does this work?
Okay, so so Skullflame is behind that rock barrier. Alright? And right now it's only being maintained because eldest brother is sitting inside a crystal maintaining it. Normally we don't have to do that, but what's going to happen is we're going to all position ourselves, and you see that some of the freaking dwarves like will be left over to like these floating platforms without any regard of their lives, and have managed to clamber onto the pillars.
Damn.
All right, so we are going to attempt to bring down the barrier. All right, but we will still be using our power to try and keep Skullflame in a relatively sealed level, so he doesn't, bust all of our asses. All right.
And during that, we fuck him up.
Yeah. Or that's the plan.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, we maintain like a barrier of our own when we're doing this, but we don't have that much, magical strength or anything like that, all things considered. And also we're doing outside the crystal. So like the barrier is a little flimsy, okay? And if Skullflame catches on that, if he like kind of screws with us, we're not gonna be able to keep his power in check. That would be very bad.
No worries, we'll keep him busy.
Alright. That case, you guys should get ready.
Alright,
We'll just do our thing.
So is the rock just gonna come down right there? We're just gonna walk in?
Well, I mean, there's stuff on the side too.
Oh.
Go around that way, and it's like you guys, where you guys are at is pretty much like the limits. You can't really move past like this area and like this line. You guys can see like there's a giant like skull thing behind it, but most of it's just like this giant like rock stone wall.
So just so I get this right, the barrier is protecting the whole front of the map, basically, all the north of it.
Yeah. Currently, there's a giant stone barrier protecting it. The barrier that Dwarf was talking about, where they're going to protect themselves, is going to be an energy barrier.
So you said we can go up these ways as well?
Well, once the barrier drops, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb up on top of the skull and look into the other room.
No, 'cause it's a dome, by the way. Also, for reference, today is cloudy.
But one more thing, you said over here we have open skies. Is
Yes.
it open skies over there once we get past the barrier, or no?
You're essentially sitting inside the opening of a volcano. So yes,
Yeah.
over there it's open.
But over there.
So like if anyone was able to fly over this, they'll see this giant like spherical, like stone like barrier sitting in the middle of a fucking volcano.
Cool. All right, you all ready?
Wait. I think I forgot to calculate my HP when I increased.
You did forget to calculate it, and I left it alone because I didn't know if you were gonna ever do it.
Dude. At 24 HP right now.
No, because like it would have been really bad if I did it and then you did it, and then we'll be sitting here like, wow, yeah, 40 HP. When did this happen?
Wait, it should be 40 right now, right?
No.
Wait.
Sort of kind of close-ish. I'm at 36.
No, I mean like actually with a 4 in the front. So your HP, you have a D10, so half of that will be 6. You have 2 Constitution, so it'll be 8. So you should be at 32.
Are we level? We're level 4,
Four.
right?
Yeah, so you're level 4.
It should be 48.
What's your constitution?
Your HP should not be 48. Hold up.
It's 31, so I'm the squishy of the party.
What's your constitution, Gwen?
Oh, it's Constitution. Fuck, I was thinking. Yeah, 36.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we have 3 ways into this. How do you all want to split up?
So this leads, like these stairs, lead to like this side.
You guys can discuss this even though technically you don't see it because you'll see it as soon as the barrier goes down. So like it's fine.
Yeah. So at least we know that we have 3 ways in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, perhaps we
Like you can see like the paths branch out to 3 as well from before you hit the barrier. So obviously there appears to be 3 paths.
perhaps we spread a little. I don't know too much about magic, but I wouldn't want to be caught up in one big explosion, if you know what I mean.
Left.
I'll go right.
I'll take the middle path because I hit things. And this seems like a main path.
I also need to hit things.
Where are you going, Bip?
I joined the front.
All right.
As
Before we-
as he says, I joined the front. You see more and more text is writing down BB's freaking like catalog.
Yes, as you can see on the chat.
You're just like, where did this come from? Stuff about magic armor,
I'll have to
armor models.
How close
Very
can
curious.
we get to this before the barrier goes down?
All right, where you guys are standing is pretty good.
Okay.
You can even like jump over that gap if you want.
Jump.
Note that note that usually these gaps probably wouldn't pose too much of a problem, but if stuff happens, can't really say anything, you know.
Yep.
Can I precast Bless?
Can you pre-class? Yeah, you can pre-cast whatever you want.
Cast Bless on Self, Bren, and Gwen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bless.
I don't know. You should probably mark that with by doing your tokens in some way. How would I mark bless? I would think there's like there's an angel outfit that's like the second to last symbol. You could probably use that.
Bless.
Okay. You probably should also just roll for initiative now to save ourselves some trouble. So we know we're gonna roll for initiative.
I would like to sneak in.
You would like to sneak in?
Yes.
Okay, you can roll for stealth while you're at it. Well, I'm not giving you a re-roll because this is happening as the fight starts, so you're not going to be very sneaky, unfortunately. But hey, maybe it'll work out.
Starting off strong.
Nice.
Strong.
Get the bad rolls out of the way now.
Mm-hmm. I'm also taking out the enemy sheets, getting ready this ready, and if there's any other preparation, you should do it now. Otherwise, you know. Okay.
I did all mine at the okay. Well, seeing my sister do it, I'll like, oh, good idea, sis, and I'll try and stealth as well. Make a stealth check.
I mean, yeah, you can make a stealth check. Yeah, sure. Is it higher than 10?
It's 27.
Oh, okay then. It's higher than 10. At least someone is doing it right today.
Shit.
But it's,
Day,
it's not,
you mean
it's not
every
the-
day.
It's not the person who's supposed to be doing it. Very curious.
I precast defensive field, and I'm all fucking bubble wrappy.
Nice.
Alright. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I want here? Alright. Cool. In that case, barrier starts rumbling as you guys see the doors are working to start lowering the stuff. Right. You also see at the center, something kind of rises out from something kind of like rises out from like the podium where the crystal is situated, and you see it's like it's kind of small, but you guys can see it seems to be some sort of medallion of sorts. It like rises up higher and higher, and then kind of a light blue barrier surrounds like this area. So let me draw a circle. Let me draw some circles too while I'm at it. That's not a circle. That's also in the freaking wrong layer.
There's a circle. Like the draw shape tool can become a circle.
Yeah, I know that much. Wow, what the fuck happened? My circle looks very strange. It looks off.
My guy made a fucking parabola.
Yeah, your guy did make a fucking parabola, and he also can't seem to click on the set parabola. Mistakes were made. Just leave it at that. Roll 20, please. Oh my god. I hate this game. Why is it so hard to select anything here?
Is it on the wrong layer?
No, it's on the right layer. It's just Roll20 is like selection tool is like very finicky.
Oh, barrier.
It's originating from it's kind of originating from the red medallion as a source, and it's like spreading all over this area. You know, the rock barrier falls apart, and you guys can finally see what's going on beyond the paths. You see that, you know, the 3 paths split off. There's like stairs on the side, and it seems to be surrounding like this like throne of sorts, right? So like the middle path kind of like goes down into like and then up. It goes down, and then it has stairs going up to like a throne of sorts, and to either side of the throne, like there's like paths like leading up, and you can like kind of see into the throne room. The throne room itself seems like kind of encased in like walls of sorts as well. So like these things are walls that kind of block off the side of here. You have to climb up the stairs to be able to see over it. And, like, this middle path like kind of just goes through the wall. All right. You see on the throne, it's a pretty large throne, is a pretty sizable figure.
Nice.
Khan the big.
He's thick.
It's kind of thick, but he's also like encased in stone. So he's like a stone statue, kind of just sitting on the throne, right? But as the barrier goes down, you see that like the parts of his the stone parts of bodies kind of starts flaking off little by little. You see like the color behind it, and you eventually recognize this is definitely a skeleton dressed in a robe.
Is the entrance of this cave his face?
Gwen thinks about the implications of this, but no answer is given. As Gwen, as you stare at this very elaborate, introduction process, you feel a little concerned. This is you've definitely been in your fair share of like conflicts before in your tenure as a knight, but nothing quite to this level. You're not quite used to standing in a shrine, staring down like this dude behind a skull that may or may not be his face.
Hey, you don't know my past. Druids have some weird shit going on.
Yeah, but like
But
you
yes.
usually this is not quite the scale we're looking at, right?
That's death incarnate on a throne.
All right, and you kind of think back to like you try and draw some courage from yourself. You think back to the day you set off on whatever the fuck this journey was, right? You left your what is it, kingdom, village, kingdom, right? Castle,
Kingdom, yeah.
castle, right?
Camelot.
Sure. You left the castle with your job to escort this young lord of sorts across the lands in order for him to seek out what he desires and as a side to make sure he actually grows up into someone who could sit on a throne without causing the entire place to be flipped over. But that's between you and everyone else, right? But you remember that day when you left your was it lover or something? Merlin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go with that. Right, Merlin. He came up to you and he gave you he had a sword in his hand, right? It's like it's covered in a sheath, but he has a sword and sheath in his hand, and he hands it over to you, right? And you look at him and you're like, what the heck is this? And he smiles as he gives you the sword. He's like, oh, this is just a keepsake that was left in my family's like coffers for who knows how many years now, right? But I feel that it would be better if you took it with you. And it's nothing much, but I hope that when the time comes, you think of me and everyone else, and you remember that we are all here behind you, supporting whatever you're trying to do. And you're kind of sitting here like this kind of a nice gesture, but you're also like, why is he doing this? Because you have the sense that there seems to be more meaning behind those words than simply him trying to give you some encouragement on the road. But that's that, and this is now, and now you are staring at a big fucking skeleton, and you really think that if anyone was gonna give you some support right now, that'd be really freaking nice.
Man, I wish Merlin was here to deal with this.
All right, Merlin. You suspect that Merlin may have a better judgment on giant skeleton things that may or may not be able to cast magic.
Yeah.
And
So-
you see now as the stone flakes off, the person on the throne also starts shrinking until he kind of is a lot smaller than the throne he's sitting on now. So he's kind of just like sitting at the edge. It's kind of awkward because the chair is obviously a lot larger than he is, He's kind of just, legs hang off the edge. It's like kind of sitting there, and he kind of jumps off, and he like kind of looks around, and he kind of just like checks if everything's in order. None of his arms are missing. No femurs have been stolen, anything like that, right? And checks himself and sees that everything is in order. Looks ahead from the throne room and sees you guys, and I guess we're gonna be starting here then, right?
Here we
Two
go.
questions. So I rolled a 9 on my initiative. Why am I higher than BB is?
It's because I haven't
She
ordered it.
sorted it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have to
And
sort it.
then, so you say he's a skeleton.
Also,
in
I
robes.
have not put in the marshal check button, and I really should do that, and it takes like 10 seconds. Let me get that.
Second question.
Yes.
You say he's a skeleton in robes. Does that mean he takes double bludgeoning damage?
That
Not
doesn't necessarily
necessarily.
apply
What?
to all skeletons.
That's a nice question to ask the marshal check that's about to be added to your screen.
Yeah.
Alright. So I am opening up the button, but I'm also gonna roll for this man's initiative.
Well, Alex, have you done a fight with martial checks before? Forgot.
He
I
has
don't
the
think I
one
used
shot.
them.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna go put up and roll initiative 2. I have this jank setup where I have a second token that's like hidden on the corner
Well,
of the
no,
screen.
that's what I do too. That's a way to get around it
For what?
for double initiative.
Trying to do
And-
multiple initiative for the same token, because normally if you try to do
Oh.
that, it overwrites the initiative. So
Oh,
instead, we
yeah.
do this jank setup where we like make multiple copies of the token, and we click the token a bunch of times. We click each token, and it rolls its separate initiative.
Honestly, it's not a bad idea just in general, because I accidentally delete tokens sometimes, and then their initiative disappears. I'm like, fuck, I have more than one of those type of enemies.
All right, I just try not to do that. But let's see,
Why the fuck is initiative tied to tokens?
why not?
Like initiative tied to a character, not to a token.
Well,
Oh,
sometimes you have character
that's-
sheets, but you have multiple tokens, because multiple of the same enemy.
Right, that's why. Right, it's usually for that case scenario, which happens pretty often, frankly.
You got 6 zombies, you don't want 6 character sheets.
I mean, like a character has an initiative. A token does not have an initiative. A token is just the location of a character.
Alright.
Well, a token's also the hit points and all the stats of that particular
Alright,
instance
click.
of the character.
Click your freaking tokens, and you should be able to see there's an extra thing on your bar now. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, it works. We're in it. Why is your martial check 0? Oh, you're inside 0, that's why.
Where is it?
Click your token and look on the top left.
The red 36?
Top left of your screen.
Oh.
It should be next to the pointer. Yeah, plus -1 because you have negative wisdom.
High five, same here.
Okay. So I don't know what Gwen's wisdom is, but I suspect Zara will be doing most of the heavy lifting. All right, Zara, again, for your inquisitive bonus action, that counts as a martial check.
See.
All right, did I close the initiative
Yeah,
tracker?
you did.
XD.
Well.
All right. All right, Bren, you're going first.
Boom!
You're being sneaky.
Yeah, so
Quick thing just to be sure. He's on the initiative order twice. That's
Yes,
correct.
That is correct.
Okay.
so this guy, can I? Is there anything to jump over this, or
What do you mean?
is there any excess movement, or can I just jump over this?
As long as you have movement and the jump isn't too large, you can jump normally. And
Okay.
It uses up your movement, but like if you jump at the end of your movement, I just like added it in, so like you could cheat movement that way, I guess.
Okay, so I go 20 feet there, go 30 feet, and then can I jump a additional 10 feet?
You can theoretically, if you want to be optimal, quote unquote, you can like jump like an extra strength number of feet every time.
Okay, you see Bren from here. He fucking runs, jumps across the lev. He like rolls around this corner, runs, and jumps over here. And then he's just like, ah, oof. Yeah, he can't see anything from here, I'm assuming.
No, you can't.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action.
Beyond just your stealth check, the walls are in the way.
I'm gonna use my action to dash. And so when do these walls give away here? Or like, and am I visible from here?
Currently, no. Not from his point of view.
Okay, let me just check my distance again. 20, 10, and then I can jump again, I guess, over here, and I'll just like be here. That's my whole turn.
Alright, I don't know if I feel like jumping twice like that is kind of excessive, but alright, go on.
That's it.
Alright.
Bren, that would have been cool if I
Oh.
could have seen it.
Do I need to see him to do my martial check thing, or no?
You need to be able to see him.
Okay, then I'm done.
Okay. Gwen,
Hi.
it is your turn. You're at the front.
We are kind of far away from him, right?
You're a little far away from him, yeah.
A little far. A little far. So if I use my action to take up my movement, we'd probably get like halfway.
I forget, using movement as an action is half your movement, or just, like, again? You move
Okay.
again. Okay.
Yeah, I'll...
It's kind of because I was just saying to Brent, like the reason why you can't see him is kind of like
The
this
walls.
wall is in
Yeah.
this wall is in the way. But like other people, I feel like even I actually, you know what? Maybe even from here, you could have seen him because this like throne room is pretty high up.
Also,
No.
Brendan, do you want to make a
Eh.
martial?
So can I see him from here?
You could have made your martial check en route.
Okay.
Right.
And you mentioned last time I can use Arcana instead?
You can use any proficiency check you wish. Insight is the default, but if you use a different one, I am the one who decides whether or not it is applicable.
Okay, he uses magic, so I'm gonna try and use Arcana. So I'm
All
gonna-
right, you want to use Arcana?
Yeah, and if he's undead, is he undead? For Hunter's Bane.
Okay.
So that applies,
Oh, that's a wisdom survival check.
as well as intelligence
Alright.
checks to recall information.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Arcana.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Alright, let's just go over the list. And some of it is like may or may not be stuff I'm writing in right now because of the mechanics I added in the last minute.
Nice.
But so he has a passive flaming skulls. Okay, so actually, let's see. I will always tell you the names of the initiative. So he has two initiatives. One initiative is called Skull, and one initiative is called Flame. Very creative stuff. Second passive is Flaming Skulls. His third passive is Skull Spellcasting, and his fourth passive is Sealed Might.
One more time.
His initiatives are called Skull and Flame. His second passive is called Flaming Skulls. His second passive is called Skull Spellcasting, and his last passive is Sealed Might.
Okay, so 3 passives, correct?
Yes.
I'm just putting this in... I see someone's put a street.
Okay. Is that it? Or do I choose to identify from those, or? Engine?
Those are the passives. I will also go over the actives.
Okay.
His actions are Summon Burning Skull and Summon Skull. He also has, you can see that he is a spellcaster, and he can cast a cantrip, 1 level 1 spell, 1 level 2 spell, and 1 level 3 spell. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do martial checks with spellcasting, but like, what do you think is reasonable? Let's say, I guess if you like want to just check what spells you can cast, you can check each tier, I guess.
Okay, and you said summon Burning Skull, and what was the second one?
Summon the skull.
Okay. Okay, cool.
There is no reference here in any way whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Of course not. So what would you like to find out?
Let's check out one of his passives. We're gonna check out Flaming Skulls.
All right. At the start of each skull turn, skull flame. Actually, I just post it. 20 is fine. All right. Good.
Oh, where'd you post?
It's just in the chat.
Is it?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I see. That's the problem. Now it is. Let's try it again. Alright, we good?
You volunteered. You're the note taker then.
XD.
It's gonna get too complicated if we're all doing this.
It's fine.
Alright, Glenn. It is your turn, by the way.
Okay, we're done. Am I? Do I have like direct line of sight, martial check view?
You got direct line side path goes straight down and then straight up.
I. There we go. Wow. Okay, that's useless.
Wow, it is a big man that it is a big skeleton that turned into a small skeleton.
Yep. I'm smart. Okay.
You really can tell what your opponent wants to do with this.
I assume I'm under the archway here, but that's 60 feet of movement using action and movement. And bonus action.
Alright.
Sure. That's it.
Okay.
It says within 10
Oh,
feet of you.
fuck. Yeah, ignore. Bonus action, something. Yeah, no, I'll just skip bonus action then.
Okay. Phoebe.
We're going to walk up.
You'd be walking though.
Damn. You
Yep.
see these guys aren't spending their time jumping at the end of their movement.
Stomp. Click.
Hi, BB.
I have arrived. That's it. Oh wait, I get a martial, don't
You actually remembered for once.
I? I remembered.
Oh my god.
Never punished. Never punished, dude.
Never
Rewarded
punished.
for
Alright,
actually
what do you
remembering.
want?
Okay, let's see summon Burning Skull.
Summon Burning Skull. Okay.
Well, I could have fucking told you that.
Well, I can also tell you some information about Burning Skull if that's what you want.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
I imagine they pop.
You haven't seen the Burning Skull yet, but you get the impression that this one it will be small summons that will do certain things. So I will say that the Burning Skull will have a cantrip and a passive ability. That's it. Actually, you know what? I think I can cover some other things. Like you get the impression that this mechanic will be the central these skulls is integral to whatever Skull Flame is trying to do. Like everything starts and ends with these burning skulls.
Neat.
Okay. Okay, Skull Flame's turn. He kind of just like stretches his freaking bones a little bit, right?
Crack, crack, crack.
Right? It's like, I've been asleep for a really long time now, and who dares disturb my slumber? Oh, it's just you guys. Wow, you guys look real puny.
Wasn't me.
Oh, wasn't you? You sure? I mean, I'm just saying, whoever decided to wake me up, I'm probably gonna have to kill you.
Why didn't we do you a favor?
No, I was having a nice time sleeping, you know? And also, I'm pretty sure that's my job.
Oh, I mean, you can go back to sleep.
No. Since I'm awake, it's time to do my job. And I really enjoy doing my job.
I thought you really enjoyed sleeping.
Yeah, but I'm awake now. And he says that, he like snaps his fingers, and you see something pop up. Or at least they say something pop up. I can't. Oh, right.
Damn, 120 feet is big.
And 120 feet is fucking gigantic. And he just like makes one. It's like hovering in the air, like 50 feet up above you guys. Alright, and then the skull looks around, right? And Brent, unfortunately, you are out in the open.
What? Fuck. Does my stealth check help at all?
Your
Did
stealth
roll
check?
stealth.
I rolled like a 19 on his
7.
stealth check.
Well, your stealth does not help against a small one, but there's no guarantee the big one knows anything.
Alright.
Alright.
Fuck me up then.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, this skull does like a 360 around. It's definitely got it sees a number of people. The Zelra is not within the field of view, however, she is still safe, quote unquote.
Benefits of rolling low.
Let's see, what are the targets? I take on the ruler as well. Okay. Alright, first things first. BB,
Hi.
as soon as you see this burning skull summoned, you feel a burning sensation all over your body. I need you to
I
make a
could never
constitution
foreseen
saving
this.
throw.
I could have never foreseen it.
You shrug it off.
Wasn't me.
It just feels really hot down here, you know? Nothing strange is going on. And Bren, it turns to you now.
I bet. Same thing or? Oh, nope. Slide.
Oh, unfortunately, since he shot a fireball at you, now Skullflame definitely knows something is there. He is vigilant of our presence.
Brent just sticks one hand over the wall so you can see it with the middle finger up.
All right, you had the wall is somewhat high. It's like, you know, it's a good distance up, but you know, as an impression, you stick your middle finger at the burning skull, anyways.
Yep.
Philip. Okay. Right. It's not your turn yet. My bad. This is just he snaps his finger again, and you see another same creature pop up. This one is hovering over the wall, over here. It's hovering at the the wall itself is about 20 feet here, and then it's 30 feet above that wall, so it's like hovering around the same area. Okay.
You said they're like 50 feet in the air, right?
Yeah. Yeah, skulls, flying skulls may not be your enemy of choice.
Probably not.
Alright, I'm rolling. Well, actually, probably not a D4. Okay, never mind. Bren. Not Bren. Phoebe. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Neat.
Also, a fireball flies in your face.
Neat.
You shrug off the burning sensation again, but you see you have more pressing matters at hand.
It's absorbed by my bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap.
Alright, your AC is fucking insane, apparently.
Well, no, it hits my bubble wrap. 4 points of bubble wrap disappear.
Oh, okay. Alright, Philip, now it's your turn.
Alright.
I realize the skulls are supposed to have their own initiative, but fuck. I'm gonna pretend that that's just what happened for now, and I'll skip these skulls' turn later. This round. I'm gonna want the double dipping here, right? Let's see.
That's pretty.
Philip squints.
Oh, it turns out it's fine. The skull just shot early. Yeah, we'll go with that. Mm-hmm. Philip, you squint? Yes, no, maybe?
I did a martial check and rolled a 6. So.
Oh, you squint. You're not the, you were never the brightest tool. You were never the sharpest tool in the shed, the brightest student in class, but, you've been around authority a lot. And you know authority when you see one. And that dude, he's on the throne, that's the authority. And you probably should be smacking that guy.
Sounds about right.
Alright, what else would you like to do? Oh, you ran up. Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay.
That is movement and I would like to
I can't hear you.
Can I martial check from here?
You martial check from here? Yeah, you can martial check en route. I'm assuming you're making 2 of them. That one fails.
A minute.
That's your second ability to do anyways.
I'm creating what I want to do right now.
Are you wearing leather armor, by the way? You have no armor?
Assume she has leather armor.
Oh, she has 14 armor class, which means she's wearing nothing.
I don't know. Hey, look.
Well,
We create my character sheet, and this is what you guys told me to do, and I did exactly what you guys told me.
maybe
Oh,
put
looks
some.
like we
armor.
forgot. Looks like we forgot to.
If I don't have armor, that's not my fault, because I don't know how to do that.
Maybe get some armor on her. Stud
I don't know how
leather.
to
I'm pretty sure Bren would have spent some money.
Yeah, we
to
would have made sure to get her
buy
studded leather
armor.
armor.
All right, take off like the 45 gold for your studded leather armor. I'm pretty sure it's how much it costs,
Yeah.
and we'll bump that up to a 16. I was like, I hope you're token. I'm like, yeah, 14 armor class seems low. What's going on?
I don't fucking know how to do this shit. Alright, I mean, martial, yeah.
All right, this one works out. Do you do anything else with that bonus action? Because your bonus action does some other things. Spot a hidden creature or object, or to make. Okay, yeah, this is just a martial check then. Okay. I'm assuming is it the big things or the small things? Alright, the big thing. What would you like to do? What would you like to find out about the big thing?
Sealed pipe.
Hmm?
She said sealed might.
You get the you understand from the description before that Skullflame is currently his power is currently sealed. If the barrier falls, he will be able to do he will be able to get an extra effect in each of his phases. Each initiative will gain an extra, like his effect will there's an effect in each initiative that will gain a bonus. One will be related to summoning and one will be related to spellcasting. Okay.
Also, do I get actual insightful fighting on him?
What?
Do I also get actual insightful fighting on him?
What's that do? I'm opening up your sheet. Oh, this. Yeah, I need to contest it with the deception. No.
God damn. But that's the info.
Ripperino. Okay.
Wait, so you say he gets bonuses to summoning and spellcasting?
Yeah. I noted it in
Oh, okay.
sealed might.
Okay. This guy is just like, you're coming. I see you're coming to me. You're walking towards me. Jojo? Wait, no. Oh, he doesn't walk towards you. He's pretty happy where he is. All right. You see you absorb fire very well, Tin Can. Let's try some of this.
This bonus is not a number. Oh!
Okay, that's not correct. Okay, I see there's a problem with this sheet. Hold up. Nothing is wrong here. Let's try that again.
Wasted.
Oh.
Something is very wrong here.
This is the incorrect time. Try that again.
You see it. All right, first timeline is you see like something just like kind of your simulation glitches out, and the freaking the fireball was like sailing over your head, and then you're like, oh, recalibrating. You get take 2, and it flies straight into your body, and you burn into a crisp. You're down for take 3.
Try that again. Well, shit.
Well,
I mean-
shit.
Okay.
Well, shit. Wasted.
It's still better than 26 damage.
Hold on, wait. This is at BB, right?
That's a BB.
Yeah, let me.
Alright, looks like we're going to need some different music in order. This is not quite it. Alright, it's okay. I came prepared, I think.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Alright. We're rolling again. Alright, we're really trying to make sure you don't get wasted. How much HP do you have?
Do you have a shield, Gwen?
Yeah.
You have a
Shield
shield?
and-
Why did
Very
I never
close.
imagine you'd have a shield?
I mean,
Alright. We're going for part 3, I guess. Well, we're gonna say disadvantage also applies to damage.
I don't. I mean, okay, you're the DM.
I'm just gonna say that.
Alright, if it
I
works
think
that
that's
way, it works that
fair.
way.
I think
it
that's
works-
fair, right?
If it
Up
works
to
that
you.
way, it works that way. Okay.
I think you guys expending resources should have have a reasonable effect in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, dude.
You did, but you
It-
know, it's up to you
Alright.
how
It
much.
Alright,
went from 26
this-
damage to
you-
15 to 6.
You know, take three. The fireball is still flying in your head, but this time, you know, you try to like, you know, do some like jiggering in your armor to withstand the heat as the fireball flies towards you. You also see Gwen, you know, just like, you know, she pops up to your side and she holds her shield out, and you know, the fireball kind of just clangs into your shield, and like the heat surrounds you. You take 6 points of fire damage, but as you check your simulations, you realize could have been a lot worse.
Easy.
Alright, next turn. Next turn, except they already took their turn. Bren, it's your turn.
Okay, we're gonna run up here. So how high is this wall?
Well, you'll be going up the stairs if you want.
Oh yeah, like, can I see him from here?
From here,
Yeah.
you could. It's like you'll have to strain, but you can
Okay, I
like try
jump.
to jump up.
Fucking,
over.
I jump a few more feet.
Alright, you freaking jump up. You jump up the stairs. At this point, yeah, you can see over the wall.
Okay, I assess the situation and I make another check on. Let's see, what else do we need to know? I'll make a check on him. No, on these skulls.
Alright, I mean, okay, so we're gonna specify exactly what these passives are. Passives and actives are. He's got one cantrip. And he's
Yeah,
got
I haven't rolled
passive
yet. Do
called
you want me to
Curse
roll
of
first?
Flame. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
You roll. I mean, you got it.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
You get Alright, I wrote Cures of Flame, but it's supposed to be Curse of Flame, and Cures is a completely different word.
Okay. Curse of
same
Flame
letters,
is
though.
passive.
Curse of Flame is passive, and since you already gleaned some information, you know the cantrip is Firebolt.
Oh yeah, we knew that.
Right.
Can I de-curse of flame then?
Yeah, sure. Curse of Flame is when Burning Skull is summoned, it can target one creature it can see. That creature must make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it takes 1d10 fire damage. I'll just post it. Right, let me just do that.
Cool.
Alright, hold up. Mistakes have been made.
Oh.
Me unprivating my fucking playlists.
Okay, well, with that in mind, I'm gonna use my action to take a shot at the boss himself. Gotta see what he's looking like.
Alright, what did you roll for stealth again?
You said he already saw me because the guy shot at me.
Well, he knows you're there, but it doesn't mean he knows where you are.
I rolled
He just knows
27
someone is there.
before.
Rolled a 27? Okay. There is a non-zero chance he could see you.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. He has advantage because he knows you're there. He did see you.
Motherfucker.
Alright.
Okay, well that's
Your
fine.
attack... Oh! Yeah, yes, you, the scamp that's running around on my left side.
Yeah,
See,
talk
you're
to the
pointing your
bullet.
gun.
Not advantage, just take the first number. My
Well,
bad.
I mean, you still hit him.
Oh shit, good shit. Yes. Boom.
Oh,
It's got a little bit of a burn to it.
Does he take the full fire damage from the looks of things or no? Considering his skull flame and all.
No, the flame kind of like just like falls off his robes.
Okay.
I'm doing the math. I should just take out a calculator. I'm pulling out the calculator app. By that, I mean my phone. Alright, is that it?
Yep. I will also, just like drop back down and go prone.
Okay. You flip the middle finger while you're at it?
Of course, always.
Okay. Just checking. Gwen, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm a javelin. I don't know if it's worth to try to throw it at the skulls. Oh, martial check first.
Martial check first? Okay.
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, bonus action.
Okay.
And
I probably should also mark that you have concentration as well. Remember these things.
I mean, I'm something.
If you want to mark it on your token, I would say a good one would be the the one where you're screaming.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking.
I'm
Sure.
thinking. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh yeah, you're thinking, even though apparently it says screaming.
Thinking really hard.
Alright, can you do anything with your action?
Yes. I mean, I'm gonna try to run up first a little bit.
Alright, you run up first. You run up until you're under the skull. It is 50 feet above you.
I got a javelin.
Alright, you throw your javelin straight up. This sounds like a bit of a challenge. Go over it.
I mean, let's just say I throw it. I'm running.
Sure, that works too. It was a rough shot, you know? Shooting in the sky is difficult, but these skulls don't seem to be very cognizant of flying projectiles. You smack it in the face.
6, I guess.
It's piercing, but
And
I don't know if you can see the
1d4.
bars or not. Can you see the bars, by the way?
Yes,
And
we can.
1d4.
Of everything, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
That's it.
Good. Roll a 3. Okay. Okay, sure.
What was it, 3 for?
You see,
Radiant.
Ooh,
the divine favor.
nice.
You throw your javelin and you strikes at the skull. It shudders for a bit, but then a blast of divine justice comes down from the sky, and it kind of spins around, and you see the skull is like, the skull is the skull forehead is shattered, but it's still up in the air.
Still there. That's okay. And then I end my turn. And
Okay.
I gotta mark down a javelin because I assume it landed in the lava.
Yeah, it's landing somewhere. You're not gonna be able to pick it up. Okay, BB, it's your turn.
I squint.
You squint.
I remember
You squint well.
I squint at the skull. I want to know what damage resistance is or whatever weaknesses resistance is.
Maybe I should give you that. I think before I did it, like I only give you 1 with 1 march check, but maybe I should just give you all of it. Seems more reasonable. Which skull? The small ones?
Yep.
They are immune to fire and vulnerable to radiant damage.
Neat.
They have a condition immunity of charmed. They cannot be charmed.
Neat. Okay. We advance 30 feet. And we're going to... how high are they?
How high are they?
50.
50 feet. And this one's like there's a wall in the way, kind of. Oh no, there's no wall in the way. You can shoot it still.
Slap them.
So how high is the wall?
How high is the wall? The wall is about 20 feet.
20 feet up. Okay.
Slap them out of the sky.
Okay.
Nice.
Magic missile. I point my fingers at him. And I unload.
Which person?
Uh,
What are your targets?
one shot to each target.
All
have
right.
three missiles, right?
You see
You have 3 missiles. You can.
three targets, and therefore you make 3 shots at 3 different targets. One of the skulls is still spinning in the air from its divine judgment, and your missile smacks into it, like explodes into pieces.
Maybe are you doing these like finger guns? Pew pew.
Yeah, dude. I'm fanning my fingers in the air.
Alright, I'm putting this. I'm putting this in the middle of nowhere to keep the fucking initiative.
The bolts are homing. You know, they're all spinning through the air and shit because that's what we need in our life.
Also,
Yeah.
you roll damage.
Well,
for each
that
missile.
one of them is no longer spinning. We'll leave it at that.
I roll damage for each missile.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No?
Yeah, there's like, I don't think that's.
You roll once, and that damage is applied 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with the magic missile for Swallow, by the way. There's no way I'm rolling 7 times.
Oh, well, no, like that one you do roll separately. That's the roll I'm using.
Okay, I see.
'Cause that's the roll that it's actually. I'll look.
Okay.
And I put up my bubble wrap back up.
You put your bubble wrap back up. Okay. Like, I see. You have an infinite supply of these bubbly surfaces. Or is
Internally,
it, or is it
internally,
infinite?
I'm not sure where he got the idea it was infinite, but I'll let him think that. All right, next.
Well, no matter. I can simply summon more. You know, he like puts his arms out, and like you see more of these things come out of fucking start forming out of the sky. One over here. Oh, this one not yet. This may not be true. All right. Let's see. What can I see? I actually can see Zelra from here now, middle of the nowhere. It's 1d5. Well, apparently everyone wants a piece of your bubble wrap, BB. So give me a Constitution check.
I'm untouchable.
Nice.
You continue to you got some. You're not sure if you have a fever or not. You're not sure if you get fevers. But you've been feeling.
I definitely
kind
don't
of-
get fevers.
But you've been feeling kind of hot on an intermittent basis.
Something that virus picked up.
I am fireproof.
Alright. Now, you see he brings his arms up to the sky, and one of these skulls disappear. And it's like, perhaps you need something a little more sizable to entertain you. And Bren,
Yeah.
you see, you hear crackling from behind you. You turn around, you see
Huh.
a creature hovering in the air above you.
Oh, nice.
But did he sacrifice one monster?
He
He
did.
did.
Oh my god.
Philip, you see on the right side. There's a big freaking skeleton horn demon thing in the air.
What's the range of a crossbow?
Actually, he has apparently he's supposed to be standing on solid ground. Never mind, he's standing on the wall.
What's the range of a crossbow?
What's the range of a crossbow?
It's enough.
it's enough if you're hitting this guy. If you're trying to hit this
Yeah.
dude, maybe
No,
not.
I'm trying to hit. I'm trying to hit.
If
the
you're
big
trying
guy.
to, and if you're trying to hit the skull is 50 feet up in the air.
The range is like 120 feet.
Oh, okay.
Or 80. If it's a light cross, it's 80. But
Yeah, it is. a
Either
light
way,
crossbow.
you.
I didn't roll that. I didn't roll that.
Oh, okay.
I rolled that. All right. That's my turn.
Your crossbow work. You were not much of a crossbow user, but you carried it in the scenario of like needing to hunt creatures and stuff like that. But it turns out you were never really good at this stuff. All right, Zara.
Ooh.
All right. What would you like to check?
Skull spellcasting. Okay. Also, do the charisma.
Okay, is that it? Or you got other things to do too, right?
Well, I want you to do the charisma check on this.
Oh, you're always doing that first. Like you can. I'm pretty sure you can. You know what?
I'm
I'll just say
marshalling
your martial check. I'll just say your martial check will always apply that. We'll go
Well,
with
I'm
that.
marshalling this
Just
guy,
saves
that's
you.
why.
Which guy?
My second marshal is gonna be him, that's why I'm gonna...
Who you're applying this to?
Us.
Oh, you're applying this to the big man. Okay.
I'd like to do my action.
Oh, you got him this time. Which one?
The summon.
Sure. This guy, he's got a level 3 spell. He's got a passive called Battlecaster, and his action appears to be, he has a multi-attack, and his action is called Shocking Strike.
Okay, I'm gonna...
What?
Here, and can I shoot him from here?
Also, what are you checking for this martial check?
His shot.
I can't hear you. What?
The last one, his action.
The Shocking Strike?
Yeah.
Okay. Shocking Strike. Also, apparently its 2-hit is completely wrong. Let me go fix that. The bonus is not +0. It is +6.
Can I shoot him from here?
Shoot what? This thing?
The guy that just spawned, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Actually, can you? You have to stand a little farther back. I mean, go say you could do it while you're running over or something.
I could have shot and then moved, I guess.
Yeah, or like some combination thereof. Yeah, go for it.
Let's see.
Well, let me check if it realized you were there or not yet. Well, you are literally the worst stealthing person in the world, running across the fucking bridge, but it's okay, this guy never saw you. Roll for advantage. Roll again.
Juicy.
You also don't seem to know how to shoot while moving.
Love my rolls.
Ooh.
Alright, that's the end of my
If you have
turn.
advantage, don't you have elven accuracy or something?
Oh shit, you're right!
Ooh.
Alright, never mind. You
Again!
Nice.
Alright, you remember the training? You remember the training that Silvertongue drilled into you, and she was like, "You can't always be standing still all the fucking time. Sometimes you gotta be shoot while moving. You gotta run and gun." and you steady your freaking shoulders, and you like heft that fucking rifle, and you peer through it while running across the bridge, and turns out you can shoot moving. You can shoot while moving.
The snake apply to this then.
All right, damage.
Snake apply to this then.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Nice.
Okay.
Brennan's just looking as this creature gets summoned from. Well, aren't you a big boy? Bullet.
Oh, you see some stone fragments fly out of its like rib cage, but otherwise it seems okay.
Brennan just yells out, "Thanks for the help!"
All right, it is Skull Flames Part 2. He's going to use let's see, who can he see? You're under full cover. Let me check something else as well. Somehow Skullflame didn't notice that we're running across the fucking bridge either.
Hell yeah.
Okay. That means he doesn't know you're there. Gwen. He's decided bubble wrap isn't worth it. Apparently you're not worth. Apparently he can't hit a still target, or should I say your shield is in the fucking way. It's okay. There's a thing above you too. This one on the other hand. Let's see. Did I notice anything? Wow. Flying skulls are dumb. No one can see the poorly stealthing figure running across on the left side. Okay. Alright, this one also takes a shot at you. Your shield is very large, apparently. Bren,
Yeah.
there is a big skeleton standing on the wall.
All right. I realized big on the ground isn't such a good idea from that skeleton. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna move away a bit and level a shot.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I also should roll for this guy's initiative. That might be a good idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was not the greatest idea in the world.
All right. I will move back. I'm gonna try and Arcana check this big skull, summon skull.
Okay, go for it.
She.
It's a big skull, man.
It's a big skull.
Dude, its wings. Those wings do not look like bones.
Goddamn, bro.
Hold on, dog thing.
Well, my sister showed that you can shoot it. I'ma shoot it. Fuck.
Nope.
I was like, well, let's dance. And that's then my turn.
Glenn.
Hi. Da 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 da. Okay. Just being really dumb today. It's fine. I can aim for this one, right? This one.
I mean, yeah. Sure. Give it to you. Is your javelin range 60 feet or something?
I mean, let me double check.
Yeah, it may or may not.
It's 2060 disadvantage, maybe.
Okay, so
Maybe
last time we
20
should.
or whatever.
I was like, is it 2060 or is it like 60 something
It's
else?
3120.
3120. Okay, last time I should have rolled for disadvantage, but go on.
Da 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 da. Sure. Let's go with this one with disadvantage.
Okay, go for it. Throw your stuff.
I throw.
It misses.
Does bless apply here?
Yes.
Oh.
1d4. 12.
It hits.
Nice.
Bless in clutch, and then another d4 for divine.
Goodbye, friends.
Pew! And then I move forward some more because we gotta get closer somehow, you know?
You know, it's not very polite to be moving towards me, but you're throwing things at something else.
Look, I'm multitasking here. If you could stop summoning, like, you know, really bothersome things along the way, that'd help.
It'll be fine.
Okay, I think that is it.
Raw.
Oh boy.
Raw.
Sorry, can't help you with that one, Brad.
I'll deal with it.
Gra. Actually, it's a +6. No, it's +7. This guy's not trivial. Well, I guess he is trivial.
Trivial. That's what I say as I
What?
dodge out of the way. Trivial. I say as I dodge out of the way.
Raw. BB.
We're going to step up. We're going to I guess we dodge.
Nice.
Yep.
You assume a defensive posture. It's like,
And-
what? Your bubble wrap not enough?
I'm gonna squint at the. I can't see the skull from here, can I?
No, you can.
Oh, okay, I squint at that.
Its head just peeks over the wall.
Head does peeks over the wall. You can see Bren's head too, but
Hey, bro,
Ducking and weaving at the moment.
how's it going?
Hey!
hey, you're watching a big thing try to punch someone else. What would you
I
like to
squint-
check?
I squinted his spell. He,
Nice.
All right, how do I think there's a way from the post only the. There we go.
neat. Okay, that's it.
Okay. You know, I can't help it. You know, that's my, part of my job description is summoning annoying things to bother, folks like you. Summons a burning skull. Let's see. I need to check one thing first. Does Burning Skull recognize that there's some person running around the left side? Yeah, now it does. Oh wait, you revealed yourself already. Never mind. Alright, 1, 2, 3. We're back to bubble wrap. Constitution save.
Save it.
Where's the skull, by the way?
Well, you're still making it. Well, the skull
Untouchable.
doesn't matter because it gets sacked immediately. Roar.
That's a problem.
Philip
good.
smash.
Guys, how are you gonna get here? Guess, maybe.
Smash.
Whack, whack, whack.
No, he can't whack,
Damn.
but he can stand very menacingly in front of him. He has finally got close enough.
He has approached the
Right.
throne.
My throne, bitch.
Alright, Zelra. There is a big dude standing on top of the fucking shit. He stares at you very imposingly from the top of the wall. How do you feel?
Good. Yeah. I die. With the cycle.
Alright. Go for it. What do you want to know? You already got the spell.
He has Battlecaster
got-
left.
Pass around.
He gains advantage on concentration checks. That's it. I don't even know you're gonna bother posting it. This is all it does.
Also, does he pass my thing?
Does he pass your thing?
Cycle fighting.
You know that means you swap targets, right? Are you sure about that?
Fuck. Well, I gotta kill this guy because he's about to kill me.
Okay, fair.
So,
Well, no, he didn't. Alright, I guess he's marked.
Yeah, and you'll get sneak attack as long as we have melee next to or the big dude either way.
I'll just mark it with the flag.
anything else to check on this guy?
I think we know everything about the skulls now. The only thing left is summon skull, but summon skull, but I think we can guess what it does. And also his spells. We don't know the big boy spells.
Can I martial check his spells?
Which spell would you like to check?
Level 2 spell.
Scorching Ray. I'll post it.
Alright. I'm gonna... move up. And...
You gonna shoot him? Alright, shoot him, I guess. You, it's with advantage. So you can roll up to 3 times, I guess. Alright, give me damage. Wow, this is a very unfortunate roll.
Always have to roll
But-
one somewhere.
I mean, you do hit him at least. Stares at Philip and decides the correct course of action is to blast him in the face. Lamau.
Fire.
There are no burning skulls. Brandon, it's your turn.
Okay. Huh. I see this guy. Then I also see another guy peer over. And I'm like, shit, he's gonna just keep doing this. Over and over.
Is he?
Bib, what do you think? I peer over and I'm gonna Archon check the big guy.
Alright, go for it. Check. Barely enough.
Okay, okay. I will look at... I want to get the exact wording of summon skulls.
Alright, you already know most of it, so I can give you the rest. Normally I wouldn't tell you that, but you guys can already figure out what it does. So,
Oh, cool. Good to know. That helps a lot.
Oh, we just need to make sure he doesn't get a long rest this combat.
Just knock them into the lava, it's fine.
Okay,
What?
then with that in mind, I'm going to run up these steps, get an attack opportunity from that guy.
Sure.
Oh, buddy.
Ouch.
Yeah, that won't help. Okay, yep. I take the damage. I make the con
Alright.
save. Con save, con save.
Yeet.
You feel a tingling sensation, but you shrug it off.
Woo! That felt kind of good. Now I'm gonna take a shot at the one over here.
Okay. That's a distance for sure.
I got a gun. I will. Fuck. Time to do some math. Do some math. Yes, we will take a sharpshooter shot at that guy.
Alright, do it.
Yeah, we have those left.
Where's your bless? Well, actually turns out that that's enough for you to reveal that it was enough.
Oh my
So-
god. You're fucking scaring me with the silence, bro. Come on. We're
Alright.
blasting him.
You blast him. Alright, you successfully blasted him for 27.
Sure.
Bro, it wants your attention back. Also, at this point, you're like not covered anymore. You've got up some number of steps.
That's cool.
Grah.
Hit me, bro. Dare you.
No, it doesn't hit you though.
Oh.
Instead, it raises arms up to the sky.
Ah. That's why it's open overhead.
Bzzz.
Is that targeting me or?
Well, I mean, it's standing next to you.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it was like, you know. Okay, yeah. Make
no,
the
no.
dex save.
No, actually, no, it can still target you. It's still actually, you know what? It does target you. Make
Cool.
that dex save.
Dex save.
You're fine.
Is it half damage?
It is half damage, yes.
Alright.
It's a spell.
Yeah. Smells like ozone now.
Alright, VV. You see that, you know, it was cloudy before, but now it's really freaking cloudy, and now there's there's a bright flash of light, and there's lightning bolts falling down from the sky.
Seems good. I'm going to squint at the boss man.
Squint some more, buddy.
Wait, did I get?
Oh, by the way, you
Oh wait, did you get? Oh wait, yeah.
you did
wait.
get skipped.
Yeah.
While Summon Skull was shooting lightning bolts from the sky.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
I move up. Martial check. Actually, let's go this way. Cool. I'm still kind of, you know.
well, you don't need it.
I know nothing.
You know nothing. You know one thing. You know you're supposed to hit him with your sword.
Yeah, I do. Okay, let's get into this. Say a quick prayer. Oh Lord Balagar, lead the undead to their rest and whack.
Okay, you whack.
Ooh.
It hits.
12 slashing, divine.
Roll your d4. There's probably I'm gonna go write something onto your sheet while you're at it.
I mean,
But
it's fine.
anything else?
I'm gonna burn one level 1 spell slot to do the thing. Do the thing. Hold on. Forgot what the thing was, but you know what the thing is. It is
It's a 2d6.
2d8.
Okay, 2d8. Alright, you do that.
Smorty. And if he's undead, there's another D8.
Is it?
Pretty
I
sure.
don't think that's true. No,
Yes.
it's not how it works. Oh, is it?
Damage
Okay.
increases by 1d8 if the target is undead or a fiend.
Okay.
Divine justice.
15, 22, 25.
You call down the fury of the heavens, as I also start writing some other shit in. Your divine smite isn't in the spells tab. It was under javelin.
Oh, I mean,
So you
I'm
know.
just dumb. Like, I'm just dumb, okay? Whatever. Whatever.
What is your other ability called? Divine whatever?
Favorite.
Divine favor.
Divine favor? Okay. Think it's correct?
Sure.
Alright. Okay. Now I gotta do more math. Oh boy. I'm just taking out my calculator at this point.
So can we tell that Radiant is doing more to him too?
Who knows? We're about to find out, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, you know, you swing your sword at him, he kind of just like doesn't even bother trying to dodge, and you know, he seems very amused by the whole thing until, you know, more fucking divine justice falls out of the freaking sky and like envelopes this creature. And you know, as the light fades away, you know, you see his bones are smoking, and you know, he looks at you. It's like, I remember why I don't like your type anymore. I remember why I don't like your type.
Hey, are you being racist?
Sounds like he's being fin racist to me. I don't know.
Alright, let's kick this bitch.
I believe in racism against your kind, paladin.
Oh, well. You know, it'd be like that.
All right, that one called lightning. This one, raw. He also raised his arm in the sky. Graw. Zara, I need you to make your deck save.
Twinsies getting blasted by lightning on either side of the map.
Alright, take half, so that would be 11. Remember, damage rounds up when halved, because it's just easier for me.
Full aggro, full aggro.
Alright, BB.
Okay, I squint at
Squint.
big guy.
Alright, squint.
Why is it not going off?
I don't know, it's a good question.
Alright.
Error. Does failure to retrieve information from database. Please try again.
Okay, that's okay for this thing. Did it show the description? Okay, for this thing, it says originating from you. Can I aim it like that?
It's a cube.
Yes, I know.
Okay. I think it's centered on you.
It is not.
Is it not?
No.
It is not.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not.
This is
But-
some geometry
This
shit.
has been a
But do you-
like whole Twitter thing for a while.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do you-
god. This is
Do
some
you?
geometry.
Can I like orient it how I want?
Yeah, I guess. It's like a fucking Kamehameha now, right?
Yes.
It's some energy beam shit. You know, you freaking do your like freaking double open palm for freaking formation. You like, okay, sure.
Something like
some you do
Something like that.
you do some you run some simulations in your head. You like get the model you need to orient the cube in a way that doesn't screw everyone else over. You make a gigantic fucking noise. All right,
He's
sure.
running the calculations using
The weight
Computer
thing.
brain.
Con saving throw. Okay, yeah. He does not make that one.
Oof.
He takes
Wrong.
he takes that amount of damage. Well, that was
Oh.
fun. Well, that was fun.
You had your anime moment though.
Well, that was cool. Take one step.
His bones feels a little tickled.
Well, actually, technically he's made of bone. Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
sure.
You're trying to knock him to the lava.
That's all I got.
You see his bone kind of creak and shatter a little bit in the face of your thunder wave. Okay, sure. Um. Now that was not very nice. I could have fallen into the lava from that. All right. Let's see. Gotta pull out the sheets again. Yeah, he's gonna start summon. He summons 2 of these. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, something like this is fine. Sees everyone. Oh, actually, oh no, I only need to re-roll one of these. It's not their turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Gwen and Philip, I will make the roll for Philip. Gwen, make a Constitution saving throw. Alright, Philip doesn't give a shit.
Constitution plus 1d4, but I don't know if it'll help.
Oh wait, I got hit.
Nope.
Nope.
I got hit.
Is Buzz still up?
Is it?
I
Oh.
roll again.
All right,
Oh.
you need a roll for your blessed to begin with. Roll your Constitution saving throw.
Ouch. Okay.
All right, blessed is
down.
not even up. Blessed is not even up.
Bless fades from the battlefield.
All right, now I need you to make your Constitution check. Again, for your concentration. You take 5 points of fire damage. And concentration check. Jess, you here?
Oh. Was that for me? I thought you were talking to the...
Yeah, you have a spell too. It's concentration.
Okay. So 5 points first, and then... Constitution for concentration, right?
Right. All right. You're defined. You maintain your sense of holy justice. Philip smash. He jumps off the freaking wall. Doesn't give a shit. He's like backs to the freaking lava. It's time.
He has a reach weapon. You could hit from where he was, also.
Oh. Yes, but now he has advantage. Okay, let's see. Where's his attack? Alright. Wave. Oh, that's with advantage. Gwave. Strike. Insane. Insane performance from Philip. Actually. Zelra, you are being hounded by a creature with its arms in the air. It threw a lightning bolt at you.
I'm back.
Oh, hey, you're on the edge of the freaking lava because Philip knows what tactics are, and tactics means flanking people.
He still has
Got it.
movement remaining if he wants to,
Oh,
not position
right.
himself on the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, I guess you could move back here.
I have to refresh my page. It's being jank.
Hmm.
I do not perceive.
You
was-
appear to have a large skeleton in your way.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay. You decide the answer is to walk away.
Yep.
Get a better view.
These skulls
Roar!
are concentrating on lightning. You'll want to
Yeah.
break it so you don't get fucking zapped again the next turn.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Shoot.
Nice.
You have advantage, remember. Roll 3 times.
What do I have advantage from?
This thing.
That
You
doesn't give
marked it,
advantage.
remember? You have insight of fighting. You don't need to be sneaking to hit it.
No, that gives sneak attack, not advantage.
Oh, sneak attack? Okay, I see. Okay. Roll for damage. Hmm.
Hey,
Wasted.
damage is still damage.
Maintains it. Also has advantage, but it doesn't matter. It maintains it. Rah!
That's all I got. So
You guys are being very aggravating. Blast. Philip does not get hit because Philip learned how to dodge in soldier training class. You also see there is 2 flames revolving around his body. There are no burning skulls. Bren, you're still being hounded. You're running out of room to run.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Is there a room here? Could I effectively sneak around this guy or no?
Let us roll an acrobatics check.
Easy.
All right, you hop on top of the wall and you decide to turn the tables.
Hey. Okay. So let me
You do
just-
not slip into the lava and die a fiery death.
Speaking of staying in lava, how high is this down to the lava?
20 feet.
Okay, cool. Good.
You could theoretically try to climb up to the throne room, but
It's good. Don't worry.
and you may also attempt to jump over.
Considering that's part of the plan, maybe, but I will. Shit. I once again will provoke and move away from this guy.
Okay. Roar! Swings his fist at you.
Hey, bitch! You miss. And I will take a shot at this guy over there.
Okay. It
Plus
misses.
is gone. Fuck. It does.
Rah, rah.
And I'm like, shit. One second, let me just check my movement.
Yup.
Alright, you figure that out.
Yeah, that's it.
When
It's me.
he doesn't like you.
Feelings mutual. Advantage. Not that it really does anything.
Okay.
And I am out of stuff.
Okay. Raw turns around. Stop, 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 stop.
Come at me, bro.
Raw, stop, stop, stop.
I love the dance we're doing, just, keeping this symmetrical.
Raw.
Do that to me?
Yes.
Ugh.
Okay, take half.
Mhm.
You appear to be in trouble though.
I'm fine.
BB, you watch people get chased around with lightning bolts going after them.
Yep. Yep, that is currently happening. Okay, I squint at the boss. Okay, that's cool. I didn't want to know anything anyway.
His
Gosh.
his bones seem to be steaming still.
Forgot my martial
Yeah, I completely forgot. I was too worried about the big summon skull on my face.
Okay, that's cool. Gust of wind.
Lamau.
Strength saving throws. All three of the people in front of me.
All three.
Lamau.
Okay, thanks, baby.
All right, well, Alex, I hope you're here.
A red glare in
do?
BB's eye. This is the correct timeline.
The correct timeline.
Hey.
Actually, I guess even that summon skull over there.
Although I don't know if Alex has advantage.
Oh wait, why am I rolling?
Well, Alex, you're rolling because BB
No, 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 I
is
meant
he's
why did
behind,
I
he's,
click-
he's
I
behind
don't
a
know
wall.
why I had advantage.
He has a wall.
BB's turned it into the fucking airbender.
He just slams into this pillar here. It's fine.
Right, you freaking fly. You feel a gust of wind behind your back, and you slam face first into the wall next to you.
And
Actually,
Oh.
this is on the start of their turns,
Oh, okay, never
Oh.
mind.
but
well,
All right, we'll find out when we get there.
yeah. Okay.
Well, Skull Flame's turn is now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That is now.
Oh, it's normal. It's a normal roll. Well, I see what you're trying to do here.
damn.
Yeah. Oh, actually, can I walk up too on my turn?
Yeah, sure.
Neat.
Shove.
He steps back.
Hey, look, a billion attacks of opportunity.
You may all punch him in the face.
He's still in my range.
Oh,
Oh,
you cannot punch him in the face. Actually,
Nice.
Nice.
he like swat. He like kicks out his freaking staff, which he was hiding this entire time, and whacks your weapons away.
I forgot if advantage is applied here.
What do you have it
is.
from?
Found enmity.
Yes,
Ooh.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, he whacks your first strike away, but you get him with the second one.
Divine is still up, and that's applied.
Also, if you wish to use Divine Smite, you could still do that.
Yeah, it will.
Labao.
Burn it.
Fury of the Heavens!
And then add another d8 to it.
Okay, roll your d8. Alright, let's see.
Where the fuck are all these dice coming from? What the hell?
All right, that 4 is not correct, but 3, 12, 15, 19, 38. What's that? 1938 and then 48, 49. Good meme. Ah, you!
How's he looking? How's he looking?
I mean, you can see the health bar, right?
So look. Oh, there we go. Why did Divine Smite?
All right.
If-
Also, he summoned skulls in case you forget.
Oh, the Divine Favor was added to it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Come get some.
Actually, it's 2d5. Oh, okay. Bren and Zelra, you feel a burning sensation.
Haha.
You make it. It fades away. Zelra, you do not make it.
Just my blood boiling from battle.
You take 4 points of fire damage as flames erupt on your body. Philip,
Yeah.
he's on the ropes. You got him. You got cornered to the edge.
You need to make a strength saving throw.
You also need to make a strength saving throw. You
Sorry,
resist the
doesn't
wind
matter.
blowing on your back.
I should have forgotten Marshall like that. Oh no, wait, that was attack of opportunity. It wasn't even my turn.
I'll use my action surge to try again.
You want to use your action so to try again? All right, you try again. You continue poking at him from the edge of the cliff.
Poke.
That hits.
I forget how to do damage. Oh, click leave.
All right, and then
And then?
you have a bonus action.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't know what you meant. Polar shit.
Nice.
Ayla Mao. Ah!
I could re-roll that 2 because of whatever it is.
What are you re-rolling?
I rolled a 2 for damage,
Okay.
so I can re-roll. Oh,
What do you mean by 2? Where? Oh, there.
yeah.
You didn't roll any better.
Yeah, I rolled significantly worse, but
Okay.
and that is my turn.
Zelra,
Bonus
you're still
action,
getting.
disengage, move
Okay.
30 feet, action move 60 feet. On top of the wall.
I need an acrobatics check.
Nice.
All right. You see your brother across the wall, running along the edge of the wall. You decide it's a good idea for you to do the same, so you do exactly that.
Okay. And martial check, I guess.
What?
Martial check?
Roll it. What are you choosing to martial check? Okay. What do you want to check?
Spell list, I guess.
Which one?
First and third is what we don't have yet.
I'll pick first.
Okay. He casts burning hands. Using one of his shit. I need what is it? I don't know why it doesn't show his fucking shit here in the
Well, first
spell.
he has to make a strength save.
Oh, alright. Actually, yeah, we don't even know about this. He might be having a problem. He's having a problem.
He has a problem.
Ah!
15 feet, he gets knocked in a straight line.
Does he fall in lava?
Ah!
Pure.
It's a fucking fuck. Alright.
I've been trying to marshal check his lava immunity for the last couple turns,
He's
but you
immune
know.
to fire. We already figured that out.
Yeah, but lava and fire is like somewhat different.
Curses!
Does he? Is it like flowing lava? Does he get like, you know, like torn by the current? You know, like just flow down the river. I don't know what you were going for that, baby.
You
Oh,
see
boy.
him. You see him walk out of. You see him like land and then walk out of lava. Like he appears to be gunning for something. He's running straight down the freaking path.
Bro.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we should let him get close to the barrier. Zelra!
I'm gonna try.
Oh, they shoot fireballs to Barry. It literally cannot miss. Barry takes 5 points of damage. Brad, it's your turn.
All right. We hear the commotion, and we're gonna run away from that guy provoking.
Okay.
Marshall check.
Oh, you're provoked, right?
Yeah. Nice.
Memes.
Good
Meme.
beams. Exactly what I needed. I will, just in case, do the Arcana check. Very good point on him.
Well, okay.
And I'm trying to figure out if he has any last-ditch death mechanic. Perhaps, just in case.
You suspect that even if you manage to take him down, the barrier falls. You know, might make a difference. Also, there's no guarantee that beating him means that the summons disappear.
Ah, nice. Well, as I run across the thing, I level my gun. It says, "Not so fast." We're gonna take a shot at him without sharpshooter.
Alright, take your shot at him. That hits.
Nice.
Alright.
1 sec. Using Piercer to reroll that. Oh, baby. 16%.
How much piercing?
16 total piercing.
Why is it 16?
Because adding my
Oh.
dex.
Oh, okay, I see. That's what you did. Ah, he's running towards the barrier. You shoot his legs, and he just falls down on the floor. He doesn't get back up. Curse you!
Wasted.
Wasted.
I think we gotta deal with the mobs now.
You see a spirit fly out from this skeleton's body. It's not over yet.
Oh shit.
Glad
What
it's
the-
your turn.
What the fuck? Hey, how about...
Strength save, I
Feel the
guess.
wrath of lightning.
Strength save, I guess.
Oh. Fuck.
Yes.
They're not in front of you.
How far do I get knocked back?
15 feet this way.
Oh, on the edge.
No, you're falling down.
Do I take damage?
Well, if you, oh god, you slip. Yeah, this is a slanted slope. So, yes.
Wait, do I
Uh,
fall
That is
straight up?
that is not the intention. Like, is that like I would not have made that move if like I was told that this is a steep slope.
Like, can I try to like make some like
Make a
catch
strength
myself?
save. Yeah, sure. Make a strength save.
Another
Or
one.
actually, make an athletics check.
Also, it's a 10 feet, so I can align it this way instead to not catch her.
Okay.
Like, I aligned it that way because I wanted her to be able to chase without expending her movement. I did not think that this was a steep slope because it's not exactly clear on the map.
Okay, sure. That's
Okay.
fine.
Do you want me to fly
No,
back,
it's
or
just fine. You're okay.
I was just like here, standing here then, or
No, it's just
I just wasn't kind of in it.
yeah.
How far is the jump?
As far as jump, what do you mean? That's a pretty far distance.
Okay.
We would need to check your long jump distance.
Is that higher?
Although if you
Is that
jump
higher or
with the,
lower?
if you jump with the wind behind your back, I would say that would be a benefit.
Ooh. How do you want to do this, BB?
Well, the wind column is this way. Actually, that entire thing. So
That thing at the same level.
Is the wall on the same level? That's a good question. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
you would have to jump as if they're on the same level. Although there's a chance you
Well,
could
yeah, I
like,
should've
catch
had to
yourself on the wall.
I should have had to make a fucking strength save then,
Eh,
because I would have gotten caught on it.
well, you would have. Both of you would have been knocked back against the wall, so it. Guess it doesn't matter that much.
Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
If I try to jump and let's say like we retroactively say I was caught up in the wind, right?
Well, no, it would just be the wind is behind your back. The wind's still there. It exists.
Oh, the wind's still there, and I jump. What would I roll for
Oh,
it?
I'm checking for long jump right now.
her base jump. What's her strength?
5.
18. Oh,
18, so
20.
So it's 20 feet. She can jump with just base rolls.
Okay.
It's like 25, 30 feet, and then wind.
You'll be fine.
Anime!
Alright. Are you attacking him mid jump or something? What's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Okay, sure. You like land over there, whatever.
And I just like whack my sword on top of him.
Yeah, sure, go for it. That misses.
Fuck. Yeah, that did amount. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, it was pretty cool though.
Strength save, strength save.
Um, Grah! Well, I mean, he just hits the wall. It's like he's just annoyed. I'll even roll for concentration for memes. It's like advantage. So he's still fine. But he definitely got shoved into a wall. It was not very it was a little embarrassing.
So if I took advantage of the wind tunnel to like push me across here, should I roll for concentration if I got hit?
No, because you want to roll for athletics to see if you stuck your landing. I mean acrobatics. Yeah, sure, you're fine.
Nice. And may skid onto the rock.
Give me a dexterity save, by the way.
Eh. Yikes. Now I roll concentration, right?
Well, you're taking 20 damage and you roll concentration, yeah.
That's
Well,
all.
you no longer have divine whatever.
Yeah.
I want to uncheck down your box
And damage.
and damage.
I'm back.
Oops, sorry. Just ignore that.
Okay. Alright. As you you feel the wrath. You know, you get the feeling this is what other people experience when you like hit them with your sword as a lightning ball falls down the sky and strikes your body.
Ow!
But as this happens, you see your sword glow brightly in your hands, and then something seems to come out of it, and it forms a figure behind the skull, and it seems to be shaped like a human person. We'll get back to that later.
Squint, squint.
Um, more lightning. Let's see. Let's see if these. Let's see how. Let's see if this guy's smart. No, he's not. Oh, Brent, make me a save.
Alright.
All right, you take 9. Still in it. Still in it to win it.
We're standing.
All right, guess you need to make your own strength save. Are you unaffected by your spell? Yes or no? Lawrence, BB,
Oh, I spell.
your spell.
I am affected, but also I can drop concentration at any time,
Oh, okay, you
which
cheater.
includes between turns.
All right, you cheater.
So I can drop concentration there.
All right, cheater.
Okay. I cast magic missile.
All right.
One shot to each of the big skulls, and one shot to the right side small skull.
Okay. Alright. 2 concentration checks with advantage.
Actually, if I hit them, no, never mind.
Skull Flame is, you know, talking trash in spirit form. Is Wildix back? No?
What's
Alright.
up?
It is your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case you are not aware of what's happening, Skullflame's body is
He's a spirit now or something.
he's just face planting the floor. He's just talking shit as a spirit.
I could see that dude, right?
Yes, you can.
Alright. I will take a shot with my crossbow.
Alright, you do that. That hits.
And that's it.
Are you
Wow.
moving or staying there?
I mean, I would have to jump to get there.
I mean, walk.
Yeah.
He's
In
also
range
got
of
some
these
stuff.
goblins.
Yeah.
They're 50 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
If you want, you can move closer than you do.
Did you adjust the HP of the small skull that I shot?
What?
Did you adjust the HP of the small skull that I shot?
I did.
Really?
Well, apparently I didn't, but I did when I was doing it.
Okay.
Very strange.
that'll
But
be my turn.
I did change it. I guess it's because I didn't press enter.
Thanks, roll 20.
Okay. So you're on the wall.
I'm gonna.
What are you shooting? I can't hear you. Please ping it. Okay. It misses.
I will.
Bonus action what? Okay. Sure. You heal.
Oh wait.
You have your spell casting modifier is wisdom, so it should be with +5. You should also check that on your sheet. It's wisdom.
Seven.
All right, you're healing someone for. No, you're healing someone for 5. Yeah, your wisdom is +3, so 2 + 3 is 5.
Is that me or?
Oh, I don't know who else is losing HP here. Well, I guess this person over here is losing HP too.
No.
It's fine. I can
Oh.
slap myself.
Who needs it? Okay, if you can slap yourself, then Bren.
Okay, thank you. That tripled my HP.
Skullflame's like, no, you freaking imbeciles! Hit the barrier! Grah! Grah!
Nuh-uh, bitch.
They fly up higher in this. These burning skulls fly up a little higher in the sky. They're 80 feet now, and they start taking pot shots. Another 15 damage done to the barrier.
How much has been done so far? 15.
Again, so here, I don't know if you can. You should be able to see the HP bar of the medallion.
Oh, we can't see it.
No.
All right. Now you can.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Can you just bring that up to the top map?
Well, might be. Alright. Okay, Brad, it's your turn.
How far is this?
What?
How far is this drop?
20 feet.
Okay. I will run up here using 15 feet of movement. And I will.
Okay.
Okay. I will take a shot at this guy. This flaming skull
Okay.
there. Full health.
Okay. Miss.
Fuck!
Oh, no, hit. That's a
Oh,
hit.
shit. Okay, thank God.
Alright, I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, this thing is completely fucked, so.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. Go ahead
Hey.
and go.
Hey, Bren. Hey, Bren.
Tech.
Nice headshot.
Oh, you're right. And I will with someone.
I don't need this banter from you adventurers!
With my movement, can I try climbing down this at all? Like, how climbable is this?
It's pretty steep, but like you can try to like use it to, like slide down it a bit or something.
I will try
to-
that.
At what point does it become broken?
20 feet.
How high? 20 feet? Well, if you hang off the edge, you're not
Give me acrobatics check.
20 feet.
Alright, let's do it! I'm good at it.
If
Why
you
are
hang
you
off the edge,
why
it's
are you
only
jumping
like 14 feet, right? 14. 14 feet.
Yeah.
All right, you take 2 damage.
Worth it. I'm trying to break line of sight with that guy, because another lightning will fuck me up. And yeah, I'm just gonna stand against the wall, gun up, and just like, take a breath.
When there is a kind of a shimmering beam behind you.
I wonder what that does.
Well, currently you have advantage on your attack.
Oh, neat. Advantage. Wow. That doesn't really do anything.
Well, it didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
Give me another attack roll.
With advantage or just regular?
Advantage. Alright, you miss your attack, and this thing is kind of just like, whacks your sword aside, but it didn't see it didn't see itself getting stabbed in the back in more ways than one.
Attack.
Do you wish to spend Divine Smite?
I'm out of spell slots.
Okay. Damage.
No radiant.
No radiant. Stabbed in the back in more ways than one.
That's it.
Alright. This guy, he flies away from you. Up in the air 30 feet.
Flies, bitch!
You
Is
may
it-
attack of
I
opportunity.
got an opportunity.
Yeah.
Still advantage?
Yes. Let's see. What is that? This one flies a bit up in the air as well, and instead you see they both are the storm seems to shift slightly and lightning bolts crack over the barrier.
Ah, fuck.
Barriers can't dodge. Baby, it's your turn. The barrier, it seems to be dimming quite a bit.
Let's do. Do I have line of sight to skulls or to the big skulls or no?
Yes, they are flying in the air. You can
Neat.
definitely see them.
Neat. Okay, magic missile, 4 shots, one to each of the big skulls, 2 to the small skull.
Damage. Your rolls have been really unfortunate. Yeah, this is just telling me how utterly busted Warcaster is.
Okay, and then we walk here.
Alright. Y'all are staring up at the freaking skulls flying around the sky right now.
Okay, I step over this guy actually.
Nice.
Alright, step on top of him. Hey, what are you doing to my body? Hey,
Clank, 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 crunch. Clank,
hey
clank.
that's not nice. Look, let me tell you, I'm very handsome. Don't touch the fate.
Right, did you hear something?
Oh, something about fucking up a handsome face?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, yes.
Feel up.
Alright, crossbow shot on someone's skull.
Which one?
The
Well,
one
it
that's
doesn't matter.
advantage, but yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. Would you like to move up?
No, because I want to stay in range of shooting it.
Okay. Zara, you're on the wall.
Can I reload and sleep module at the same time?
No, they both use a bonus action.
Alright, reload. I'm just gonna take a little one. Get out of the way first. That makes it right.
What's your insight?
My insight?
No, what are you doing?
I'm shooting
Oh, you
the
snipe. I mean, I missed. Which one? This one? Goodbye, my friend.
Nice.
you see.
There is no burning skull turn. Brandon, it is your turn. You're watching a bucket stomp on a skeleton.
Okay. My nod at BB. I'll fire my gun straight at the guy that's flying. Right, so we can
Which
see him.
one? They're both flying.
Oh, this one. The one left out.
Okay, sure.
I
Go for it.
will take a shot, not sharpshooter.
Okay. It hits.
Cool.
Still up and running.
1 second. I'm just need to check
You
something.
also forgot your.
That's piercer
You forgot
proc.
your. I don't know how long your freaking right lasts.
They're immune to it, so I've just took it off.
They are not immune to it.
Oh, they're not? Oh.
Different kinds of skeletons.
Fuck you, okay. 1 sec. I was just cleaning up the tick. Okay, first of all, okay, the damage doesn't change from 11 piercing, and then the fire would have been that.
Well, you shoot him and it's like still standing, still shudders a bit, but the sky's still stormy, and then this thing erupts on fire, and you see its bony figure just start collapsing.
Huh. Well, color me surprised. They ain't immune to fire.
Yeah, Spirit doesn't have anything to say about that. When you see the shadowy figure over here, it disappears.
Here? Right. This one, right?
Oh, there was one standing behind you, but also this thing. This thing is just gone. But there was a humanoid figure that stabbed this thing in the back previously, and now it goes poof.
I squint at my sword and I'm like, okay, gotta figure that out later. Bigger problems right now. Shite. I don't know if there's any way we're gonna get there in time.
Well, you can also run along the walls.
I gotta climb up first, right?
Well, it's not that hard, no.
Oh, okay. So I climb up. It's 30.
Also, give me acrobatics check to not fall off the wall.
Okay, shit.
I am acrobatic.
All right.
But,
No one seems to be having trouble running on some thin ass walls today.
Hey, this thing is like 5 feet across.
This part over here is not necessarily steady ground. It's a little rough. I didn't make you guys do anything here because there's plenty of room. Alright, you're just gonna make movement or something?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to try to throw a javelin or like if it's worth better to get closer within the next 2 turns or so. Well, mathing. It's about 30. Can I use my movement and action to like walk along the walls and jump?
Well, at the end of your freaking movement, you can do a long jump and attempt to just cross the gap right there.
Yeah.
You don't need an action. Oh, you just need to have movement for that.
Well,
so
I'm gonna use my. I have to use my action as a
Yeah, that's fine.
movement, so I don't know if you're okay with.
You know, Brent's been jumping around for the first few turns, right?
Yeah. So and then probably next turn I'll be able to get within melee range.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
flying in the air.
It's fine. There.
Oh. Okay, yeah, never mind. That doesn't really matter then. How he's like 30 feet up in the air?
Yeah. Although you're on the wall, so it's more like 20.
Yeah, I want to reduce disadvantage to javelin in any case, even if he is up in there. And then yeah, let's run.
Book it.
Whee! And then do I need to roll anything for the jump or just
You need to roll acrobatics check to check if you stick the landing. The jump itself is fine because you can jump 20 feet for some godly reason.
She's
Okay,
strong.
you stumble a bit, but you didn't fall off the wall, so that's a good start.
I'm on the edge, but medallion, so yeah, just here.
Let's move it.
There we go. And then that's action and movement. Hi, Zara.
Hello.
Just ran past her. Hi. Jumped over.
Keep here.
The lightning bolts continue to fall on the barrier. dims a bit more.
It's looking a little juicy.
BB, it's your turn. How many more magic missiles do you have in your bag?
More actually, but that's okay. Hey, is there a convenient skull-shaped object next to me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh boy.
Hey, look. Hey, convenient skull-shaped object.
What are you doing with my head?
Hey, not the head! Not the head! Oh, wait, not the head!
Nice.
Catapult targeting the big guy.
Okay. Now I need to find a new head!
Dex save 14.
Oh, it's a 17.
You'll win some, you'll lose some.
You win some, you lose some. Is it half?
No. No, the skull continues going until it
my
impacts the
God,
solid
you-
surface.
It just hits, it just falls in the lava. Oh my god, you piece of...
He just falls at the edge.
Philip.
Can I see this one from where I am, or do I have to?
And it's in the air. You can see it.
Ah, okay, perfect. Take the shot.
Roll your shot. You hit it. Yeah, it pings off of its bones, but you're helping.
Yeah, and that's all I can do.
Jeez.
Bonus action sleep.
Nice.
Okay, roll. What did I even write for sleep?
How do you put a skeleton to sleep? Because I'm imagining it's like a trank dart. Can you trank a
Magic.
skeleton?
Well, he says my gun is magic, so it's magic.
Oh, okay, cool.
DC 14. Con.
Oh. Oh, you all. If
Does he not have advantage on it?
he slowly drops out of the sky. The sky clears up.
Um,
Nice.
I mean,
No, he does not have advantage on Constitution saves. Only concentration checks.
what's he concentrating? Oh, go ahead.
And I
But
jump.
he's asleep now, so
Hmm.
the skies clear up. It's a nice day outside.
How much? Can I jump?
Well, you're gonna have to do something else.
Acrobatics, I'm assuming.
No, you're just not strong enough.
Based on your strength score.
15? Ah.
How bad do you want to make the jump?
Can I climb down
You're
instead?
pretty much. You would need to roll like a perfect athletics check for me to even consider this.
You know me and my rolls.
I mean, how bad do you want to make the jump?
I mean, I could just run around. I guess.
You could have done what you told your brother to do.
Well,
High
yeah, that's
enough
what I'm
to
saying.
drop
I could just
down.
climb. Would I take damage from that?
Well, roll your
Right.
acrobatics, we'll find out.
You know? All nice and easy.
Alright, you take 3 points of falling damage.
What the fuck? Even if I'm climbing, bitch,
Well, you're hanging off the edge and falling down.
14 feet then.
Yeah, I just have to counter at 10. Hey, you're fine, don't worry about it.
So, how long does it stay asleep?
Oh, who knows? Maybe it won't matter. Bren, it's kind of just, on the ground. It is prone, technically.
Move over there. Damn. It's gonna be a hard shot, but I'm gonna take it.
Just jump on top of you and climb back.
Climb back up. Actually, I will hold my action to shoot it when it wakes up.
Okay.
So
When it stands up specifically.
We're attacking it, right?
Are we?
I don't know. I mean, it's asleep. It's not attacking the barrier anymore. If we wake it up, it's gonna go back,
Oh, it's-
shoot lightning.
It'll probably wake up by itself. Remember the water dragon?
No.
Gwen,
Oh shit!
you
You're right.
you don't you remember that there was a fiasco with the water dragon where Zoa shot it, went up to study it, and then got chomped. It got smacked in the face for good measure because it woke up.
Okay. I was gonna do. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do the thing. Sure. I'm going to run and jump off and I don't know, landing, jumping strike.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Shit.
You fall prone. No jumping strike for you.
Do I do land next to it though?
You do land next to it. Also, you are gonna take damage.
How much? 7.
7. You appear to be somewhat wounded, unless BB wishes to you spend Feather Fall, which is, I guess, an option.
It's not that important.
It's fine. I won't go unconscious if I'm reduced to 0, so then I'll just slap myself up a little bit. But I'll use my action to stand back up, and then...
Well, no, you don't.
No?
It's boost movement. Oh, you're out of movement, right? Okay. Guess you can, if you want to dash, you can stand back up.
Oh.
You can also just
Yeah.
stay on the floor.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll use my half a move to stand back up.
Okay.
Then... Sure. That's
Alright,
it for
you're
now.
standing next to a sleeping skeleton.
Yep.
It's still asleep.
Let's see. Is it stuff? Oh, it's not concentrating anymore, right?
No, it's not a concentrating, it is sleeping. Very different things. BB, it's your turn.
Ready action, firebolt.
Hey,
Or-
Alright, everyone just standing on the edge
I look at BB. Not my
with
head.
freaking shooting firing range. Philip, you can't see it anymore. It seems to
yeah,
have dropped down the ground for some reason.
I'll just
Make away here. Wait, what was it concentrating on before?
Lightning.
Call
Yeah,
lightning.
call lightning.
that's including my action
Sure.
to move. So
Zara, you're on
Up
the
the
ground.
other side of the wall now?
Want to just clamber back up the other side of the wall?
Yeah.
It might be difficult. I don't think you can climb. You have to roll really well athletics to climb this side of the wall.
Fuck. Fine. All around.
Well, you can take a shot from here.
BB is kneeling.
You can move up to 90 feet. Oh, wow, you're actually taking a long way around.
And I can still see it from here if it gets up then.
Yeah, I can still see it.
I'm assuming if it can see the I can see it.
Well,
So-
the thing is, you don't have a shot ready, so it doesn't really matter for you at the moment.
But I'll just try and sleep it again.
Okay.
Fred.
Before my turn comes out, can I release my raid action?
No.
Okay.
You set a trigger and it didn't happen.
Okay. No, just ready again.
Okay. Gwen, you're standing next to a sleeping skeleton.
Raise my sword.
Oh, I see where this is going.
If it's sleeping. Okay, just regular attack.
Roll with advantage. Alright, damage. It's awake now. It's awake now, buckos. Graw stands up.
Okay.
Graw! So what is that?
16 piercing, 2 fire.
Okay.
Don't you mean 4 fire? Ha ha ha. Wasted.
Nice.
Wasted.
The firebolt and the bullet sail together and just fucking combine.
Graw!
Combine attack.
It flies away from you. No, disengage. It just flies away from you.
Attack of opportunity.
Go for it. Misses.
False.
It's at the barrier. VV. It seems to have flown away from you.
Yeah, it has. Do I have line of sight?
Yes. The horns are in the air. This guy's actually at ground level. He just knows how to fly.
Sure.
Riverino.
Nice.
Nice.
Hi. You guys are sweating now, aren't you? The spirit says. I swear to God, once I'm back in tip-top shape, you're gonna regret throwing my fucking head across the fucking lake. Philip, it's your turn.
Alright. Am I able to snipe him from here? I
No,
don't think so.
there's a skull in the way. A very large skull.
Can move up a bit, I think.
Yeah. Is the skull still in my
The
way?
teeth are in the way. It'll count as cover.
Alright, then that's my turn.
You can shoot. It just there's cover.
Okay.
All right, you do hit him. I'll say it was half cover. You've managed to thread the needle somehow.
That's my turn.
Zara, you're behind the barrier. You see the thing has approached the barrier. You look around. The dwarves don't look too hot. Seems like trying to maintain the barrier after getting 4 thunderbolts to the face was not the most pleasant experience.
Steady aim. What's
Well, currently there's something in the way.
it?
Yeah, this pillar. Actually, you know what? The pillar is the level. Fine, you're good. Never mind, you're good.
Steady aim. Let's sleep.
Okay. Alright. It's not asleep. Bren.
I'll walk out. I can't tell. Can we see it or no?
There's cover, but you have sharpshooter, so you don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Alright. We're shooting it. The bear's looking a little fucked, but it's okay. That guy can't do nothing, right? I'm gonna sharpshooter.
Okay.
BB is
Fuck.
ducking.
You nearly shoot the bucket off.
Ah, my bad, baby.
BB is glad he ducked.
When the thing seems very intent on completing its mission.
Yeah, it does. 30 feet here. And I'm sword out of everything, so all I got is my healing and my stabbie and some javelins, so we gotta maximize this.
Alright, you figure out how you're gonna wish to distribute your stabbing and your
Yeah, I'll just use my action to dash and then enter.
Alright. Alright, he's got no more thunder. He's got no more lightning bolts anymore. But you know what he does have? His fists.
Punch. Oof.
Well, none of those are crits, at least. What is that? 12, 11, 23. Ooh, you guys see the barrier starting to give way. It starts shattering.
Ooh.
Oh, juicy.
But is the barrier paralyzed?
The barrier paralyzed. Yeah, the barrier's definitely paralyzed.
Okay.
You see light. You see like tendrils of lightning like going around the cracks and stuff. It's paralyzed.
You select the barrier as a paralyzed condition.
No, that's not an option. It's not a token.
It's not.
No, the shape.
I mean, this thing.
Oh, sure.
We're just trying to maintain the accuracy of the game state.
Evie, it's your turn.
Yeah, it is.
This thing appears to have taken matters into its own hands.
Nice.
We're doing it.
We're making progress.
That's it.
Haha! The barrier is finally about to fall, and then I will make you all pay.
Pew.
Damage. Pew. Alright, Zara.
Alright. Using that.
With what?
Study and regular.
Okay. Damage.
Nice.
Where's your sneak attack?
Get sneak from this?
You have advantage.
Fuck, you're right.
Tell me how this thing gets obliterated.
I get annoyed and instead of sleeping it and trying to make it fall in the lava, like I wanted a cool anime moment. I'm just gonna
Uh,
a shot. You know, I saw Bren do a headshot earlier. This might be a bigger target, but all the more, you know, glory as it goes plummeting down into the lava after I kill it and its head explodes.
okay. That was very gory. But yeah, you decide to aim for a bigger head. Sure.
Bigger splash of lava, you know, make it seem chef's kiss.
Okay, sure.
I give it feather fall so it falls in slow motion.
All right, you
Gun.
you see its head shatter like a watermelon before the rest of the body starts disintegrating and the parts slowly fall into the lava.
Baby.
I make
I
extra
reload
extra
the
sparks and flaming shit at the bottom for cinematic effect.
All right. And you guys watch as the parts slowly but surely fall into lava where you know, smokes into and disintegrates into nothing.
Woo!
Reload my
All right.
Good shooting.
And you know, this spirit's just like, ah, shit.
I'm gonna just slowly walk up to his body, take the robe, and just start like throwing the bones without the robe into the lava.
I will remember this, adventurers.
Just some
We will meet
housekeeping.
again. He ignores your statement and flies off out of the volcano.
Whoa.
Wait, he flies out of the volcano?
Yeah, he flies out.
Is he sealed here?
Not
Uh-oh.
anymore, no.
Fuck.
And you know, at this point, the barrier, you know, dissipates, and you know, the dwarves all freaking collapse from exhaustion. It's just like, oh my god! One of them's like, oh my god! I thought we were doomed, dude. The fucking lightning bolts. What the fuck was going on out there?
Don't worry about it.
And
Fine.
the medallion slowly falls back into the pedestal as the guy in the crystal, he kind of just, the crystal kind of, you know, goes transparent. He just flops out of the freaking crystal on the ground. And the other brother just like is there to, like, you know, hoist him. Was like, yo, hey bro, are you alive? You're alive, right? Don't play with me like this. I, I, I'm good. Did you find someone willing to, you found someone willing to take care of the business, right? Or not? Then the world isn't happening, right? Yeah, I think it's fine. The thing, the skull flame, he has a spirit though, and it flew away. Is that okay? No, it's not. But I mean, it's the best we can do. So I'll explain after I get a nap. Give me a second.
I like the sound of that. Bren collapses. Starts
Same.
snoring.
Probably not the safest place to be.
But it's so warm and toasty here.
It is pretty warm and toasty.
I slide Brent slightly further away from the edge.
Can I drag him over here?
Sorry, is there more lava in this ring around here?
I mean,
Is this lava?
it's like, it is, but it's a glass floor. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, glass.
Yeah.
Floor.
Yeah. There's some pretty insane technology going on around here.
But no safety rails.
Nope.
OSHA has not been invented yet.
Nope. This for the aesthetic. Well, you guys take your break for like a couple of hours. It's been a pretty grueling experience, and you know, but you guys made it out more or less in one piece, which was pretty good.
No one went unconscious for once.
Yeah.
Well, I thought about making the lightning bolts attack the people in a group, but you know, these guys are not very smart. Little dumb. And Summoner didn't really bother giving commands until, you know, he was on the floor. So, alright.
Could waste us, but he was wrong.
Alright, we're gonna move on. Fast forward a couple hours. You know, all the dwarves are gathered back up together. They're like, all of them were, you know, kind of not in the best of shapes. It looks like getting the barrier struck a bunch of times took like quite a bit out of them. But, you know, they're alive. That's what's important. You guys saved the day, and this guy was taking a nap, and eventually he woke up just like, so where's the people who defeated Skullflame? Are they around?
Oh,
Or
oh
are they
that's
dead?
us. We were just sleeping. Oh, over here.
In that case, I on behalf of my brethren and I, we thank you.
Someone guess you're sleepy, right? One of the dwarves?
I mean, pretty sleepy, yeah, but like, figure you guys deserve an explanation on what's happening here. And I could get like more sleep later. I can definitely get some sleep now that I'm not stuck in that crystal for the last like 2 weeks. The new guy don't trust doors. Well, I mean, he's also a dwarf. All right, you do your martial check before he even introduces himself.
Salva's a little paranoid, okay?
All right, this guy's he's dressed in like these blacksmith garbs, and you see next to it is like leader of the bunch, responsible for his brothers. Nobody can do shit without him. He's like, what was I? Right. Skull Flame. Yes, yes. You guys know why he was sealed here in the first place?
Scourge on the land, you know, the works.
Something of that effect. Yes. Skull Flame. He was as powerful as he is. He was merely a lieutenant to the true threat on this island. His name, honestly, it's I can't remember it. It's like this whole thing is like it's a legend at this point. It's a myth, like a bedtime story you tell kids so that they don't misbehave the next day. And but there are some monikers I do remember. One of them is they call this being the leader of Skullflame. They call her the mother of witches. And she was imprisoned along with her lieutenants in this kind of grand formation where her lieutenants were sealed as part of like beacons in order to power their final formation, which holds the witch herself. But the issue with that is that the barrier, the seal that's holding this fiend at bay, has started unraveling at its seams, and that started causing all of the anchor points to start unraveling as well, which is why I had to seal myself in a crystal for a couple of weeks to try and hold it off. So, if you didn't do that, he probably would have regained his full strength and then started causing trouble all over the lands, and even potentially free his comrades and the leader herself. So, not letting him do that was a great start. Really great start.
But he's out now.
He is out, but in his current form, he would need to spend time to recuperate. He's probably flying back to his leader's location right now in order to rest and regain its strength. It will be a long while before he'll be in fighting shape again.
Huh. So, we might have to kill him again.
Well, that will be a long time off. So the way this seal works is that each successive anchor point contributes to the weakening effect of the seal itself. So the thing is, now that this seal has been undone, every other seal has weakened by a portion of their strength. There has been a plan, I believe, outlined somewhere. I don't know the details, but I believe someone who has knowledge on the olden times would know that we can re-establish the formation, but to do that, we would need to unseal the current formation. And every single time you unseal an anchor point, the being behind that seal becomes stronger. So if you may or may not choose to continue pursuing this endeavor. It's already plenty enough that you did this much, but each further attempt at defeating the monstrosity behind a seal would be more and more difficult.
Well, let me get this straight. You all sealed the big thing, whatever this thing is, this name you forget, and it had a number of lieutenants that are at each of these anchor points.
Yes.
But now to make sure that thing stays sealed, we have to defeat its lieutenant and then reseal.
Well, should probably put up a fight too, but
Wait, we gotta
something
kill
along
that
those
thing
lines.
too?
Well, the final step, if I remember correctly, is you have to undo the entire seal, which means the seal on the Mother of Witches herself.
So we have to also do battle with this unspeakably unnamed Mother of Witches.
Yes. That.
Hell yeah, count me in. Let's go. Right now. Which way? North?
Oh.
South? Point me.
You need to undo the other seals first.
Alright, where's the closest one?
I don't know. Yeah,
Never without a sigh of relief.
I mean, look, I'm sorry. This was stuff that was passed down from my ancestors. I'm like, we didn't really care that much about this stuff. It was our duty in a sense, but we didn't care so much about these things. So a lot of the details is fall through the cracks. We care a lot more about putting our hammers on metal and building things than to keep track of like ancient legends that we thought were just that, legends. It was supposed to be over and done with until one day it turns out that she was managing to resist against the seal itself, and it was starting to break apart.
1 day. Oh, so you've lived on this island forever?
No. I mean, we're only like 50-ish.
So you've been here 50 years, like watching the seal?
Well, no. There was the seal unraveling extensively was a very recent occurrence, maybe 4 years ago. But there was also this. I'm pretty sure this island got put into stasis, so there was probably a big chunk of time in that 4 years that was spliced in.
Ah, that makes sense, because this island's only been around like a year or two.
Yes, I believe that makes sense, yes.
What year was it, to you 50 years ago?
I think since I remember when it was put to stasis, I think 300 years has passed since then.
Ah. Yeah, old.
I guess. You can put it that way. I still feel 50 though.
That's still old. Maybe not for a
Okay.
dwarf. Alright, Zell, you're smart. Can you figure out where the next anchor point is?
I'm not good at magic, friend.
What? But you can't solve magic all the time.
I don't think it works like that.
Then you just put your hands out, do the hooky pooky, and just make like a line that just travels to the next destination. Do that.
Oh, and if you are interested in pursuing the rest of the seals, which is somewhat dangerous, frankly, but
Oh, you gotta be at danger.
in that case, you should take this medallion with you. And he takes the red medallion from out of the pedestal and hands it over. You guys take a look at it. It's a pretty plain looking medallion. It's just like red. It looks like a red coin, and it's got a fire symbol on it on like one face.
I look at Bip. Don't you know magic?
A little bit, yes.
Here, and throw the medallion in.
But this is bullshit. Have a look at it.
All right. You catch medallion, and you see another envelope show up in your on your screen.
Do I have a virus scanner installed? I open the mail.
Your vision blacks out again.
Fucking
Nice.
horseshit.
and you remember you kind of see like a top-down view of the island now. And you hear a voice in your head. It seems to be a female voice, and she seems to be going over something. It you as you listen to her words, it sounds like it's a history of the island that you needed to know in order to understand what was happening during this timeline. And
Okay.
you hear her say that there was a group of adventurers that um they started off in the same way you guys did. They landed at Wyvern Crest. They wanted a carriage, got to Winter Haven, and they were asked. Yeah, along the ways they were ambushed by dwarves, but due to a monster attack, the they ended up cooperating with the adventurers, and then they asked them to help unseal their eldest brother at the Death Mountain. You remember that these group of adventurers made it up to Death Mountain, and there's trials and tribulations, but they managed to defeat the creature. And you remember after this point, there seems to have been reports of strange occurrences, more and more frequently so, coming from the Black Forest.
Neat.
And then at this point, your vision blacks out again, and you're back at the shrine for you know zoning out spell number 3.
There's a black forest.
Yeah.
Black Forest. Yeah, it's to the southeast of here. It's
Something will happen at the black forest.
Oh.
I was given an extra dimensional vision.
Why you be praying all the time?
What do you think extra dimensional means, Bren?
I don't know, like celestial, right? Divine forces. They're big words, all right. Like I just assume they're all connected.
I was just checking your comprehension.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, but what do you mean exactly? The Black Forest is a pretty dangerous place as is. It's not news.
Something has happened, or something will happen at that location.
Any specifics?
Hold on, let me check. No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe there's another seal there.
It warrants investigation.
I mean, I guess that sounds plausible. Yeah, I guess if you wanted someone not to be able to just get to the seal easily, putting it in a dangerous place is also another avenue. Which reminds me, these medallions are what powers the seals in the first place. But any random Joe, if they are brave enough to try and get the medallion one way or another, can just take it out and power down the seal that way.
So a dumbass could like fuck up everything.
That's why there's supposed to be like people watching over these. There's always some individuals watching over these shrines.
Huh.
They're just not gonna let people saunter in and take the thing and then cause the second coming of the end of the world. That wouldn't be very nice.
Well, no offense, but we kind of like fought off your boys, so if we could do it, then just some random people could do it too.
I mean, you have a good point, but again, as you unseal, each seal you undo will mean the effect of the suppression on these lieutenants weaken further and further. So, who knows how much power and standing you will need to defeat the next seal?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, I guess you can go check out the Black Forest at some point.
Brent looks like he's ready to just run out, but he's oh wait, Zell, didn't you want them to like make stuff for you?
I think that's worthy compensation. Squint at them.
Well, can we discuss this after I have the longest snooze I've had in the last year?
Look, you want us to take care of your business, we're gonna need more guns.
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest. That's not my thing. That's definitely the people at the Northeast.
Okay, well,
But I can attempt to make some things for your guns, but I'll have to like look at it at some point and figure it out, and that's not happening at the moment.
Squint.
You sleep.
Like,
You have
how,
till I wake
also the stuff I make probably wouldn't be as good as the stuff they make over there, but I'll probably have to do for now. Like that, this type of super advanced technology is definitely more of their thing. I'm more of a tinkerer, about the creative process,
up.
but
You can help my
not.
brother then.
Oh. Well, how about we get a rest for at least a couple days? You snooze, we snooze, but then we can like share some ideas back and forth. I'm sure Bip here would also love to take part.
Yeah, sure. Just give us a phone call or something.
Well,
Also,
see you tomorrow.
also let me the hey, the teleportation thing. It's not doing too hot, is it? And the other one of the brothers like, yeah, nope. It's looks like it's kind of unstable and dangerous to use to go anywhere else. It's like just don't go and like he like opens up like a panel under the freaking the freaking pedestal, and it's just like go fix these wires.
Oh,
And
wiring.
it'll probably make it stable enough for one more trip. Yeah, so you probably don't want to be sleeping in the middle of a volcano, so we'll send you back to a town and you can figure it out from there.
Wait, but you said your teleportation ain't working?
Well, it will work once.
How about we just stay here?
Yeah.
I
If it's
collect
gonna
on my
be if it's gonna be so hard to come back, I look at Zell. We might as well just stay for a bit.
I mean, do what you want. But I mean, it's kind of a trek down the mountain,
going down the mountain.
Uh, okay, I'm going to go sleep. He just like
Just take your bed.
he staggers off and goes back to the forge.
Yep. Job well done, guys. Victory.
Eh,
Yeah, we probably can call it here. We got like 30 minutes left or something like that. But like, unless you want to play out more, Dwarf tries to ignore you guys because he wants to sleep shit. Like, I don't know.
We'll let him sleep. We want to sleep too. We're banged up.
And I know my dinner's gonna be ready soon too.
Okay. So, I don't know. That was a pretty rudimentary fight. Nothing too complicated there.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I was at 2 HP at one point.
I know.
I came back and I was at 24. I don't know what happened, but
You got blasted in the face.
got it. Was I able to do anything on my turn?
You punched him.
Got it.
Hit him with your stick.
Hit him with your stick, yeah. You hit him with your stick very well. And by that I mean you just hit him. It was not very complicated.
So just to end it, should we assume we're taking a long rest and roll hit dice?
Yeah, you'll probably be doing that.
We're just sleeping in the fucking forge.
Hell yeah. They gotta have living quarters for them.
We'll just take their rooms.
Oh, you can just split it up. Easy.
You figure it out.
I forget how healing works.
There's a hit die button.
Yeah. Oh, I just click it?
Yeah, you can click it and you spend hit dice from that. So you should have a max of 4.
Also, if you're taking a long rest, you will gain half of your hit dice back.
Oh, okay. So perfect.
Right.
So So I could use 2, and that's almost guaranteed to heal me to, yep. And then I gain the 2 back. So.
Yep. So that was I don't know if that fight was like, was it unclear or anything like that, or it was like pretty simple. I thought that was like a pretty simple fight, all things considered.
Yeah, hit the thing.
Also, though, granted, you guys have like a fucking paladin that just went to town.
That was pretty sweet.
Pew, pew.
Hell yeah.
It's just that was probably the main damage contributor for that fight, to be completely honest.
Oh, certainly.
Like, I think one point she hit 49 damage. I was like, okay, we're in it.
Pretty
I think I did a total of like 20 damage.
You did like
I didn't see, but
you did like 20 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
20, 25, something like that. And thing had like 177 HP or something. No, generally it was like I just chose very specific numbers, like 13, 99, 177. It was just like they're all like meme numbers.
Are we
I
taking
don't get it.
a long rest or?
13 is for being
Yeah, long
unlucky.
rest.
99 is because 66 was too low. 177 was because I didn't want to write 166.
Let me get back 2 hit dice per long. Well, half a hit dice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can also just spend your lay on hands.
Yeah, I did, but that still doesn't bring me back up.
Okay.
That guy had fireball, didn't he, for his 3rd level?
Yeah, he did a fireball for his 3rd level.
Surprised he didn't use it.
It's because he can't.
Oh. He has to like store it up with
Yeah.
spellcasting.
Yes. So his goal was actually to try and I actually think I forgot to make him spend it at the end. He could have hit the barrier 3 more times with Scorching Ray.
Oof.
Mm.
It's okay. He forgot in his haste.
Panic from getting shoved into the lava
Yeah, panic getting shoved into lava. Mhm.
after a paladin fucking.
Oh
sliced
no, he had to use his action to even get a line of sight to the barrier. Never mind. It was he just got shot in the fucking knee and couldn't move anymore. Very unlucky. But yeah, the barrier took a number of lightning bolts to face and almost shattered. I actually didn't have what was planned for if it shattered and he was not, corporeal anymore. I probably would have given like a different ending for that then.
Hmm.
I assumed he would just like come back to hell.
I thought about that, but that seemed a little excessive.
With like lesser.
Like maybe I could have brought him back with 50 HP or something. And then you have to like deal with, amped up that dude. But it didn't happen, so it's fine. I don't know. Otherwise, like I felt like this fight was pretty straightforward, all things considered. Nothing too
Yeah.
crazy. It's like I was like kind of my first attempt at building something that was like comfortable. I don't know if there was like particular like counterplay, quote unquote. I also realized Warcaster is busted. And I probably should not have given the Summon Skulls that. I honestly feel like they put in more work than Skullflame himself, but
Oh,
Really?
hell yeah, they did.
Did.
granted,
Those things were a menace.
Granted, those things didn't take, 3 Divine Smites to the face. Right, like Skullflame ended up tanking all of the big damage himself. Right.
I was just like fucking bring around the rosy.
Right.
Yeah.
Just running on walls.
I was doing the same, but I was like getting hit.
I was unsure about the terrain. Like, was it like
I did not like the terrain.
you did not like the terrain, but was it
No.
meaningful to play around the terrain?
I liked certain parts of the map. I feel like moving around it mechanically, if there was something in mind, it would have been better. But it felt like nothing was really said mechanically, so just doing it on the fly was really risky.
I just walked up and hit the thing. And then it ran away, so I walked away so I could shoot other things.
Part of my reasoning behind like running on the wall is if this guy decides to chase me, he's gonna have to succeed also. And I feel like I probably have an advantage on that compared to him.
That's fine. No, it was just the terrain was just like a matter of testing stuff out. But I don't know. I think like the possibility of falling off the freaking throne into the lava was meaningful. Although I was more so expecting one of you guys to just like push him off, not, you know, magic him off.
I meant the. I didn't like the how there were 3 lanes that basically couldn't interact with each other.
Yeah. I feel like there was something in, like, if you set something up where it was, like, you could move between them a bit, it would have made sense. But it did feel a bit, like, isolating. And it was good that we put 2 rage people on either side.
I had to take 2 turns before I could even do anything.
Yeah, the initial distance was very far for melee people, and like the first turn and a half was, or 2 turns or whatever. We didn't really do
I mean, I
anything.
technically shot him with a
No,
crossbow,
the
but
thing
I
is,
did like
the
4 damage.
thing is, he needs that time to set up.
Yeah, but I think it would be better if you put if you had him summon some ground minion for us to like interact with on the way.
Oh yeah, the thing with all the mobs being flying, I felt bad for our melee.
Hmm.
Did I only throw 1 javelin?
You,
You threw 2, I
you threw
think.
2. You threw 2.
Okay, so 3. Yeah, I mean, flying is flying, and then there's like some things are, you know, better for melee versus spellcaster, so whatever. But it was kind of annoying.
Right. I mean, I think I was kind of going for that though, so I don't know. Like this guy was he was not that strong individually. He has to fight this way.
Yeah, just it felt like only thing Philip and Gwen could do was go for the big guy because everything else was just out of their range.
Mm.
I did my anime jump though.
Yeah, that was sick.
Right. I'm thinking about like whether or not I would have done things different knowing this, but I feel like I wouldn't. I don't know if I would have changed much of anything. I think like the splitting to 3 lanes, like the flying enemies, like the fact that everything's really far away, it's to make up for, you know, this boss's pretty apparent weakness.
I think his weakness was that it wasn't strong individually, but I didn't feel like the summon skulls helped with them because I feel like the summon skulls were nice and tanky, but they weren't tanking.
Maybe the summon skulls in mid, and then instead send the flying ranged.
Also, we had to decide where to walk before we knew anything about the encounter at all.
Right.
Top versus bottom. Split your lines up.
I think we did the right split. Either way.
We did. Yeah, it worked out in the end because
Oh,
we sort of
certainly.
assumed, but I had thought there would be like a path that would sort of meets back in the middle or like a bridge, you know.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it's the wall, right?
No, like, well, like I didn't think they were just like 3 separate areas. Does that make sense?
You guys can like, you know, like kind of jump on the walls and stuff. That's like risky. But you did do
Yeah,
it.
one messed up dex save and you're in the lava.
I considered it at one point, but I was like, yeah, if I roll a fucking 1, I'm dead.
Yeah, I consider it too, but I don't know how you rule it. But lava in D&D is very dangerous.
It would have been bad.
It's like 15d6 in the rulebook in damage.
Uh, Skullflame took 1d6.
Well, I was surprised he took any because he was
Yeah, that would have.
fire immunity.
No, he was in fire immune. But he definitely had a good resistance to it.
Oh,
Now
here we go.
the other two, on the other hand, if you manage to sleep a skull into the lava,
I was trying. I was trying.
they would have been very, very upset.
I saw he was not above fucking solid ground. I was like, oh, here's my.
They would have instantly died on the spot.
Oh, also, I looked into this later, so I didn't know if the sleep module acts as a sleep spell, but undead and beings that are immune to charm aren't affected by sleep normally.
XD. I'll
See,
keep that
that's
in
what I was
mind.
thinking about. But I remember Lawrence asked him specifically for that stuff, and he didn't list sleep at all. So I was like, all right, I guess.
Well, it's a
Summon
charm
skull.
effect.
It was immune to charm.
It's a charmed effect.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it's fine. It didn't matter too much.
Because I was looking at the other stuff I had, and I had that hypnotic pattern thing, and I was like, I can't,
Right.
you know. So I was like, I guess my other CC is sleep.
No, I think the thing was like I didn't put melee things on the middle path because I was like, okay, the boss will handle the middle and the melee like corrals the range on the side. So like I'm not really like maybe he could have summoned a third one in the middle, but I was like I felt like 2 is excessive already.
2 felt right. That was like, oh, I was actually scared, like, oh shit, 2? If he summons it any more, we're fucked.
And then you learned he could only summon 2.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good check from you. I was like, fuck. I already know what this does.
Dude, when Alex like summoned a burning skull and immediately turned it, I was like, oh shit. I was like, maybe if we had time to like kill the burning skulls, then it would be fine. But if they could just do it on demand, I was like, uh-oh.
No, there's a limit. I'm not gonna have people summon like tons of summon skulls yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be the next encounter.
Next time you see it, maybe not so much, but it's also because like the burning skulls themselves are pretty fucking weak sauce.
Yeah. The burning skulls didn't seem like a big deal.
They kind of just existed for damage and eventually popping the barrier, and also to fuel effects. So like the point was like eventually you guys realized that if you kill the skulls you can't really do anything. Can't really cast anything besides Firebolt if he doesn't have skulls to like sacrifice.
Yeah, we didn't see many spells from him, so we were good on top of that.
Right. So maybe like I'm not sure about the middle path stuff. I guess the middle path probably would have been nice at the tail end because you guys were just like running around trying to catch up with this guy.
Can you move us to the map for a sec? I think this here, where is it? This here would have been good to have like a mechanic in place for crossing over. Because it makes sense, that's the easiest place to do it. And be like much easier than any other point jumping off, where like people would have more likely have done it then.
I actually considered that. I think like if you didn't want to jump off, you could have like climbed down onto the sledge, jumped over, climbed back up. And like yes, this part over here is steep, but you can like kinda I guess it wasn't clear, you can like walk around like this side over here. Right. Like maybe like walking around this direction. And then like you get back on the steps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually liked the map. This was a fun map.
I thought when I was falling here, like I'd sort of like, have to like roll something to like land on a step because I thought it was like staggered and then you could climb back up or something.
No, I was thinking like if you like blown out in that direction, you kind of just get screwed because you're getting blown 15 feet. You're just gonna land in the lava, right?
Here, so I was just like, I would have just had the edge.
Oh. Oh, okay, you're right.
Unless the
Maybe.
edge is here, in which case, I guess it's
No,
like a step down.
I was going to say that like you could probably have caught on to something if you made a good enough athletics check, which would have not been that hard. There's places to catch, and I'll probably like drop you here or something. Granted, I'm not really sure how to depict like certain areas are like this type of terrain, unless I guess I just have to describe it beforehand, or maybe I put numbers on it. I don't know. Make a topological map.
Yeah, I get that's just the thing you have to get used to. Like, oh yeah, just make sure everyone knows this thing over here is like steep, right? Just making
Right.
it clear beforehand.
Right.
Yeah, I think I really liked the map. I liked how there was different avenues. The one thing I would change would be like, hey, so anyone can see that this path over here, you can easily cross without anything involved. So then more people would have done it.
Well, it would have been easy, but it's much less likely to
Well,
fall into lava because
I'm
of
saying
Well-
if there's even a possibility of failure, no one's doing it.
That's the thing.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
gonna do it no matter what. If there's possibility of failure,
Alright.
because if failure, it's just death.
Yeah.
Mm.
There needs to be
Let's see.
something where it's like completely safe because even then you're like sacrificing like bonus action to disengage, attacks of opportunity, and just like having to be there versus somewhere north or south of it.
Okay. Maybe then. Yeah, okay. I guess it makes sense.
It'd be uneven footing, but at least the lava right there is only like what 2 feet versus a 5 foot jump, or like here's 10 feet. So this is definitely like sus as fuck.
Right. I mean, probably just like it's more like just like I guess we could even forego that acrobatics check and just be like, okay, you climb down, jump over, climb around or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
It's water. I probably would have fucking tested it, but not with the pool of death.
Okay.
I looked up the DMG because I've had to check this rule before. Wading through lava is 10d10 fire damage a turn. Being submerged is 18d10 in the player's handbook.
Nice. Well, in Legend of Zelda, right? You step in the lava, you take a fourth of a heart. Clearly, I was not thinking of the same type of lava. Though when I said like, oh, if you fall into lava, it would have
Nice.
been a big deal. It's because in the bottom half of the map, that lava, that shit. The issue wasn't the lava damage; it's the fact that you can't get out.
Yes.
Now, someone's gonna have to like figure out how to ferry you out of like this like 50-foot drop.
It is food time.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wow, 69 damage.
Hmm.
I guess you can die thinking at least you died to a meme. I don't know. Like I was just playing around to try to see if there was like ways to make you guys actually like respect the terrain. So it's also included like a mechanic where you have to like run back. I'm not sure.
I did like that. I just felt like the distance was very long, right? To actually feel like you could do something and run.
Mm.
Like Philip felt bad because he was like crossbowing, or he had to go for the boss. He didn't have a choice to do anything else.
Mm.
And yeah, putting one of the like summon skulls like in the middle meant that both like he could tank for the boss, so the boss could kill up more other smaller minions, as well as actually do call lightning on the group.
Alright. Maybe I should have just done that because I was like, I think it was also just because like I wanted to represent like the boss's arrogant nature.
Mm-hmm. I also like the symmetry. The symmetry was pretty nice.
Alright. Like so like I think that when I wrote this boss I was like don't want to make it like this boss is like too intelligent or anything. Cause like I don't want to be like, okay, we're gonna focus on how to like completely destroy your group or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he like makes what I believe were like errors.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like send the 2 guys out to attack the range, even and thinking he can just handle the center by himself, which may or may not be the case.
Yeah, I think it worked out, right? Like Gwen and Phillips got very cool moments when they were like fucking up the main guy.
Right, the fucking fall into lava. It's kind of funny. I was like, oh, this is a strength save. Oh, well, I guess this guy's
Look,
fucked.
look, 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 look.
Yeah.
This guy's fucked.
Also, like, probably only his bones survived, so he was like just a naked skeleton coming back up here,
Oh,
right?
that's
Oh
pretty
no,
fun.
the cloak survived. The cloak survived.
Oh, click fireproof.
The cloak survived, you say?
Cloak survived.
You can steal the cloak.
Well, I did kind of like throw his bones in the lava, but kept the cloak. So, hey, Bip, you want a cloak?
It's rated as fireproof in the state of California.
The lava ruling definitely kind of threw me for a loop. Cause I was gonna just rule that if you like fell into lava in the throne room, the lava would not hurt that much. They should have clarified that too. Lava is just more dangerous water. I would be like, lava is more dangerous water. It's if you land in the bottom one though, you're 50 foot down and eventually you'll die. Also, you fell 50 feet.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should keep that in mind next time. I don't know if I want to keep my ruling of lava. Like, is this D&D lava or is this Legend of Zelda lava? Honestly, I think I might just stick with Legend of Zelda lava.
Mm.
So, like, or unless I specify otherwise, because I think having lava when you guys are level 4 seems a little excessive.
Well, no, I like the fact that like it felt very epic, even though we were just level 4, and I actually like that.
Okay.
Like when you were describing the fact that Gwen, standing there and like we see Death incarnate, like standing from his throne, I was like, hell yeah.
I am not good at this shit, honestly.
Death incarnate, bitch, I worship a god of death.
Also, like I was setting up for the sword kind of interfering.
Yeah.
You probably should write in the Echo Knight stuff for next session.
Is it just from the link you sent me then? Or is there like homebrew stuff?
Don't worry about homebrew stuff later. Right now, you just take the Echo Knight stuff.
Pure.
Okay. Time to sign off. Boop, boop, boop.